And we're live!
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sour. Ah!
Welcome
Oh,
to the
that is
stream.
sour.
I'm your streamer, Great Canadian Guy. This is Screamy Sourmouth.
Ah.
Thank you, Screamy.
You're welcome. Oh, that is sour. Yes, me having like grabbing the bit of the sour cream and onion flavoring from my pretzel, like from the bag it came in, and being surprised that it's sour.
I can't believe this. Speaking
Can't
of
fucking believe it's sour.
speaking of uncomfortable mouthfeel, welcome to the stream, Godfather.
Uncomfortable mouth feel, good one.
Thank you.
Hi,
A very cursed
Godfather.
combination of words.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, Hamlet in its original Klingon.
Yeah. John was being a nerd the entire time I was we were getting ready for stream, you guys.
Yeah,
Not that
can
that's
you
a
believe
surprise.
that I of all people would be nerdy?
Yeah.
Like
Like I didn't know he was Klingon speak nerdy, you know.
I've watched, I watched Star Trek a lot.
I know you do, but I didn't know that you would be Klingon speak nerdy. You nerd. I don't know where this one was from, but I have a very clear image of this date happening between this girl and this guy, and it was at the start going quite badly. But then for some reason, but then he said something in Klingon, I guess in lamenting the date or whatever, and then she says something, and then he's like, "Wait, you know Klingon? Wait, you know Star Trek?" And then they started having a whole converse like they would start conversing in Klingon toward the entire date. Obviously, no one understood them, but they were having the time of their lives. And I thought that was real cute, but wow, that's fucking nerdy.
It's Kapla to you too, Godfather. For more on point
God.
for you, go on tour. All right.
All right. Oh my god. More nerds. Great.
You know what's great about like the
Wonderful.
Klingon language though is it's so
What?
terse.
Uh-huh.
Like everything is confrontational.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the word? It's like nukneh.
Uh.
It's yeah, nukneh means hello, but
Uh-huh.
literally translates to something like, "What do you want?"
Oh.
Crimson, welcome to the stream. I'm sure you are.
Terse, but also quite terse, but to the point, I suppose. And I kind of appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh no, a more polite one. I'm gonna look up how to actually pronounce this.
You're afraid you're not nerdy enough for this? Same, Crimson.
Yeah, the more polite one is "Baplach." No, it's "Baplach," which means "How do you feel?"
Ugh.
You notice how there's no actual greeting word.
Yeah.
Welcome is come in. Greetings is he and.
Action words. I appreciate that from them.
I'm pretty. I can't. I didn't see it in the phrases there, so I'm not sure exactly. But I think the goodbye in Klingon means something along the lines of "I'll kill you another day."
That's quite funny.
Yeah, their culture's great. Klingon women are fucking hot though. I'm sure this surprises nobody to learn about me.
Mhm. Absolutely not. Zero surprises there.
Mm-hmm.
You like Joshi
Oh, Joshi
wrestling.
wrestling kicks ass.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, I should have seen that coming from a mile away.
To be
Hi,
fair,
Koka.
Joshi is not as inherently like aggressive. Even really effective, like successful Joshi characters aren't like dominant personalities necessarily. Some of them are
I
downright
don't know.
like idols.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one.
Hmm? They run the gamut of like big badass visual K martial arts bitch to the
And
ice
her maid.
the ice. Well, that's the aristocrat
Oh.
Saki Sama. Yes, lesbian hot Saki Sama and her little goblin maid.
Okay, but also, I like that there was this one idol that you told me about that she had to quit becoming an idol because
Mm-hmm.
she was too crass or rude,
Maki Ito. Yep. Now she's one of the
which is
biggest stars in the world now.
which is very classy, very
Yeah.
very great, very good. She was like, "Well, who would like pretty girls doing
Yeah.
aggressive things? Wrestling, of
And
course,
yeah, it's like, well,
wrestling."
yeah, she tried out for Tokyo Joshi, and they took her on probably partly because she already had a following, and she
Mhm,
was young and athletic. She didn't take
mhm,
to it as fast as some people would have expected, but at some point she ended up in a feud with their ace, um,
mhm,
Miyu Yamashita,
mhm.
and they clicked, and that feud really helped her get better. Then they ended up in a tag team
Amazing.
together, 1-2-1 million. I don't know why that's the name.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, she ended up being a hell of a good worker. And now she
Oh yeah.
just worked for like AEW, uh, the New Japan Women's Tournament, DDT. Although
I've made him
DDT,
fall into the trap of talking about his interests.
yes,
Get wrecked.
you brought it up. You can't even fight me now.
I don't know what you're talking about. You brought up the whole topic yourself.
I did not. I was talking about hot
Yeah, you did.
Klingons.
You heard me right, chat. Like I was just talking about
Don't you
normal
do me
daily
like
life
this,
things, and
chat.
then suddenly you start talking about wrestling,
Don't you do me
right,
like
chat?
this, chat. Don't you do me like this. I have been with
We
you for
don't know
so
what he's talking
long.
about, right?
Oh yeah, I don't know if you've noticed yet. Did you catch the new role
Hmm.
I gave you?
No,
Maybe you haven't like signed in as online yet.
no.
Well, I'm sure you'll see it
What?
eventually.
Oh, I'm echoing. I'm echoing.
Yeah, I noticed.
Am I back yet?
Yep, Julia is really good too. Yes, you're back.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, Julia's pretty good.
No, you can still hear me.
Well, there are
Yeah.
still some Bull Nakanos out there. That's what I meant by visual K badass martial arts bitch. Uh, I can still hear you, Bob. You're just still echoey. Wonder what's up with Discord today.
Interloper.
Finally.
Wow. How dare you? Can't believe him, chat.
I laid that trap like 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Yeah? I just didn't notice, so
Nope.
get wrecked.
Now, my reasoning being that since I'm the original God King, and you're the new,
Hmm.
and you have most of the same ability, like powers I do in the Discord, you're also some kind of deity. And since you're not originally of the Discord, you migrated from a different one. That makes you an interloper.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
At least it's funny. Ah. Hi,
yeah.
George.
I can't remember
How
the
is
girl's name.
Borge?
Borge.
Yeah.
Borge
He has a
Fitzpatrick.
he has a secret twin. He's
Yeah,
actually Russian.
Borge. Yeah, that makes sense. I can't remember the girl's name, but a modern sort of Full Nakano type wrestled teaming with her mom. The team was called BMI 2000.
What?
Yeah, because they're both big women. It's one of my favorite tag team names ever.
Okay.
Oh,
Excuse me while
the
I swallow
younger of
down
the
some
two
pills.
is who I'm talking about. Yeah, BMI 2000.
Good pills. On that note, everyone, take the drugs that you were prescribed to.
That's good advice. Do drugs, kids.
The legal kind.
Whatever you can get your hands on.
The one you've been prescribed with.
Or bought from your local friendly dealer.
The one you've been prescribed with.
Illicit
Do not
drugs.
listen to this strange old man.
Narcotics.
He's strange and delusional. On
Put,
his way to being senile.
just put the heroin in there. Alright, let's switch to the
Don't
game.
listen to him. Oh, you're learning of things you've never heard of before? What, Joshi wrestling?
Yeah, Joshi is Japanese women's wrestling. Anything you
Welcome to
might
the
think
world of
you
Joshi
know
wrestling.
about women's pro wrestling in North America is like not representative of what it's like over there. It's very sporting, and some of them are the best workers on the planet.
They also, as far as I can tell, are pretty goddamn cute. Some of them,
The
at least.
ADHD to Senility Expressway.
Yeah.
So I was watching Tokyo Joshi, which was the style at the
Hi,
time.
baby.
Alright, let's
Good
go
morning,
talk to
Koja.
Arushale.
Have you unmuted the game?
Hey, do you not hear it?
Yes, you have. Look, I just wanted to make sure.
3 kana for a nickel, they said. Fucking perfect, George. God, that's great.
Koja.
Kana is Asuka, by the way.
Ah,
Yeah, her real name.
Koja. Koja. Will you get off my map? Thank you.
3 kana for
What
a
a
nickel.
nerd.
Fucking stupid.
Usually's ruby eyes stare watchfully at passers-by who don't notice her even at arm's length. She turns to you, her face a mixture of contemplation, sadness, and admiration. They're amazing, aren't they? Ah. The kind of question a mortal might ask a succubus?
Yeah, huh?
What sort of question would that be?
Sex.
Oh. Wow.
Maybe work your way up to that one. Yeah, sex is like question 4. You get to move it up a lot because it's a succubus, but it's not the first question.
Hmm. Uh,
So she's standing out here just sort of watching people, I guess, and she's, at least to them, invisible.
Yeah.
But you can
Just
see her.
pretty interesting. Anyway, um, what are you doing here? I'm watching. She nods at the city dwellers as they hurry past. I'm listening to their conversations, studying their faces. I'm trying to understand what they truly are. Have you learned anything new about mortals? Ichika thinks people watching is completely fine. She does it all the time. Because she's a trained spy,
Yep.
technically. Anyway, they love cats. Rosalie speaks in a very serious manner. They love cats. Rosalie speaks in a very serious manner as they're sharing an important scientific discovery with you. But then a moment later, she smiles to give the joke away. I mean, yeah, they really do. I have one right next to me right now,
Mm-hmm.
preventing me from drawing on my map by sitting on 3/4 of it.
Yep.
What a jerk. She's so cute. Anyway, um, seriously, have your observations to Hima's led to anything? I wouldn't want to draw any rash conclusions. I've only been watching them for a short while, but I think I have understood one thing. Hmm. The Sukibai have a saying: mortals always lie. If a mortal isn't talking, it means she's busy lying to herself. Huh. But now I see this isn't true. You mortals aren't liars. You're dreamers. Each of you creates a huge daydream for yourselves and everyone you share your life with. It isn't exactly a lie because the daydream is your truth. I mean, that is an interesting perspective.
And I think it does a good job of, hey, thank you for the Prime sub and welcome Rockbender.
Ender! Hi! Okay.
So I think it does a good job of showing, like, the difference in perspective between, like, a demon looking at people and
Mm.
someone trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Like, they see people having daydreams and go, look at them lying to themselves. Look at these fucking morons.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
It's not a lie if you believe it from Seinfeld. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Uh, Koja just walked past me and slapped her tail in my face.
Hmm.
My cat loves me, everyone.
Mm-hmm. You can feel the fear
Mm-hmm.
as she slaps you in the face with her tail.
Man, she's very cheeky.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think she's scared of me.
Yeah.
Anyway, why do you like to watch people then? She knows, but you know, when I in my old life, I thought I knew everything about them. I was a master of seduction after all. I knew how to tempt a mortal into doing anything I required. I could trap them in a lie or lie myself and never get caught. It's disgusting to remember, but that was my life for many centuries. Uh-huh. Now I see I knew nothing. A demon warrior probably also considers himself an expert on mortals because he's killed so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
He certainly knows where to thrust the spear for a quick death and where to thrust it for a long and painful one, and he thinks that's enough. My knowledge was of the same kind. I ruined many mortals without learning the first thing about them. Now I watch them to understand them. This won't give my victims back their lives, of course, but still. By growing closer to these mortals, it's like I'm paying back some part of my debt to my victims' memories. Wow.
Yeah.
She's trying very hard
Mm-hmm. This isn't
to
easy.
get Yeah, redemption.
Yeah,
Wow,
he's trying very
that's
hard.
crazy. Wow, what happened to you, Rushley?
Right? Like, what the hell shook her out of the minds? What took her out of being an inherently, ontologically evil being?
Yeah,
And gave her a
that's
chance
nuts.
of moving away from it, or at least making the choice. Because
Yeah,
obviously there's that temptation to fall back because it's comfortable and it would be easy.
yeah. Wow, I'm impressed.
Hmm.
Um, I see. Let me ask you another question, if you don't mind. Of course, but forgive me if I don't have any answers. Um, tell me about yourself. I'm afraid you won't like what I'm going to tell you. Where does Succubus come from? Did you have a childhood? Now that's an interesting question. No, well, yes, but in brief, the abyss is nothing like the mortal world. Usually makes a gesture in the air trying to find the right words. You remember life since conception? No, wait, you don't remember that part, do you? But certainly you know everything since birth. We do not. Normally when a human dies, the Lady of Graves decide which planes they go to. Most often, those who arrive in the abyss turn into larvae. You know, the worms no one notices until you step on them?
Mhm.
They crawl in the mud for centuries, devouring each other, and the strongest ones turn into demons. Wow. I don't know how that transformation happens. Maybe we hatch out of them like caterpillars out of butterflies? No, wait, it's the other way around. Or maybe greater demons sculpt us out of them? Like so much clay? I don't know what happened to the larvae that used to make me. In my own memory, it begins with vague fragmentary images, terrors, executions, orgies. I remember some poor lad half gnawed by the larvae. He was crying and begging to be killed, and I pointed at him and laughed and said I wouldn't. Oh, Desna, forgive me, I'm so ashamed. Oh, you talk a lot, usually.
She, I mean, think about it. She hasn't ever had a friend.
Yeah, I'm not judging her. I'm just
Yeah,
saying you talk a lot.
right. And it's like meaningful. She has a lot to say.
Yeah, fair enough.
I also appreciate her earnestness.
Mhm. How did you end up turning against the abyss? Temptation. Ursula smiles sadly. Strange, isn't it? So many people believe that being good is important, but it's boring and unpleasant. And all that's enjoyable and tempting pertains to evil. Even the servants of kind gods often think so, do they not? You have no idea how easy that makes the role of of a temptress. Well, it was my great fortune to discover that it's not always like that. My last my last victim was a priestess of Desna, the tender of dreams. As you know, demons do not sleep. Mortals always compare their greatest moments to dreams. So I decided it would be interesting to see for myself. And while I was at it, forgive me, goddess, to mock Desna, this priestess lay in my arms, dying of my kiss. I I remember every smallest detail. The cold sweat on her skin, her eyes rolled back into her head, a weak whisper. It's so difficult to recount. Well, I dove into her mind to see what mortal dreams were like. The goddess saw me in her realm, and it turned out I remained there for longer than I planned. What
Something,
did Desna do to you?
right? Also, I don't know, it's crazy to think. She's like, let me poke my head into the dream here. And then Desmond goes
Hmm?
like, is that a demon in a dream?
Damn.
Gets real close. Well, diggity damn, get in here.
Well, hot diggity dang.
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome. Welcome to the whimsy and whims of whimsicality.
Yes. Nailed it.
Yeah. I don't know, I imagine Desna would actually say that. As a punishment, she gave me mercy. I often think, why me? She could easily have blown me away like smoke with the flick of her finger. The gods rarely trouble themselves with the lives of mortals, and even less so with demons. But for reasons of her own, she paid me special attention. She woke me, she woke in me the memories of the sinners whose souls were used to create me. All those humans, I knew nothing of them until Desna showed me. Each of them had their own dreams, and a world without pity trampled each of them and placed them on a path that led to the abyss. Their memories, all their hopes and pain. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk about this. My poor baby.
You see tears welling up in the succubus's eyes.
Ah, Ursula wipes away her tears and continues. The most important thing I realized was that every mortal is a little world of hopes and dreams. That although I might be a succubus, I didn't have to live forever with those beastly, boring pleasures and tortures of the abyss. I can be free. I I can be myself. If only I can understand who I am. And what is empathy if not mercy?
Well, I kind of agree with him here. Like, I can't say for sure it's an act of mercy to give her empathy back.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Angel has a
Mm-hmm.
curse, and that curse is he has his soul back. He's
Oh,
a vampire who got his soul back, and that means he has human emotions. And he couldn't
yeah.
live with the things he did.
Hey. Hi. Sorry. Tiny break for me to pet my cat
Sure. I mean, this is a pretty deep conversation. We could take a moment here.
because she shoved her entire face in my phone so I can't see anything.
Ah, yeah.
So
That would do it.
look, sometimes I read properly and sometimes my cat wishes to disrupt me. Anyway, now that I've petted her,
Mm-hmm.
uh what did you do after Desna converted you? I'm so sleepy. I traveled. In the beginning, I thought it was wise to keep away from demons and their temptations. Run off to Absalom or perhaps even further to another plane. But then I realized that I didn't deserve freedom yet. The abyss was still in me. It called to me, tempting me, seducing me. If I ran away, I would soon return to my old habits. Usually forces the word from her mouth. This is why I came here, to join the war, to remember who my enemy is, to defeat the demons, not just for the mortal world, but for myself as well. But if I don't kill my past, it will always be reaching for me.
He wants to
I
literally
see.
kill her demons.
Quite literally,
Yes.
which is quite funny.
I like that.
I'm a wonderful liar. I'm no longer proud of it, but it's still true. The demons never suspected my treason until the very end. I lived as a spy and regularly reported back to the priests of Desna whatever I learned. Naturally, I concealed my identity from them as well.
No duh.
So, Halrin was right. It
In
was
a
from demons.
in a sense, yes.
What if your dreams was from a demon? You wouldn't know.
Okay,
What if it was just transmissions from a demon? Halrun says, not knowing that he's technically correct.
Halrin never did anything wrong. Bob knows 2024.
That's not what I said. I said he's technically correct.
Yes, he is.
Except it's in the most strange way where like no one would ever believe that a demon would attempt redemption. What a strange world we live in.
The first priest to learn the succubus is a follower of Desna. I mean, that would be Diren or Sociel. Diren probably think it's funny, and Sociel didn't believe it.
Hmm.
The only like highly religious good character that did believe it was Sela, because she wanted to.
Yeah. Zila was willing to take the chance if it meant someone,
Yep.
like a demon, would actually mean redemption.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool of her.
The paladins of Yomade took a chance on her as a thieving street rat. So, like, on a higher, level of difficulty and danger, she sort of wants to make the same call.
Hi, baby.
Oh, the demons
Why
need
do you
information
keep wanting
too.
to scratch my map?
They still don't know.
Why do you wish to keep scratching my map? It's just paper. Anyway, I would never have been caught. When I learned that Iskari was planning an attack on Canabras, there was no time for caution. I risked everything to warn you, and paid with my freedom. Um... Thank you for not running from evil, but confronting it. Yes. I'm glad I did, but... it's hard. Evil calls me back. Every day. And when it's so close. What if one day I grow tired of fighting? Oh.
Yeah.
How do I marry this girl?
Just continue the game.
How do I marry this girl and protect her? What the fuck?
She really does not need your protection.
Oh, I know she doesn't. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try.
But yes, no, she's
Protect
sort of...
her from her feelings.
She's kind of the
No,
default
not really.
romance.
Makes
but,
sense.
like, how could she not be?
Yeah. Four feels like a weird question to ask.
Yeah, it's in response to her not remembering, like, her childhood and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah. Okay, well, we don't know who you are. What of you? Do you know who you are? Are there many mortals who can make that claim? Before returning me to the mortal realm, Desna whispered something to me. I can still hear her words. She asked me, and what do you dream of? And I don't know. I still don't. See, demons are simple creatures. Ursula purses her lips. Each is guided by 2 or 3 strong sins. Before my conversion, my sins were all I was. A ball of desire without anyone behind them doing the desiring. Desire for sex and for flattery and food.
So you were
Yeah.
Diren.
But now I have me, and it's amazing. But it's so complicated.
Right.
Patricia makes an apologetic gesture and smiles.
So demons
Wow.
are so affected by their nature that it kind of overcomes their personality.
Yeah.
Like, they might
Damn.
be different from one for another, but not as much as, like, 2 humans would be. Interesting.
Ta-da. Well, Boop. Steal? Wow.
No, they are sapient.
Wow.
Absolutely. They're just... They're ontologically evil because they're, like, made up partially of the plane that birthed them.
Yeah, like they can think.
Yeah.
They can think and reason.
Mm-hmm.
But the thinking and the reason is led by the sins.
Yeah. Like a narcissist isn't not sapient.
Yeah.
Even if they can't criticize themselves and think of themselves as above it. Even if they're a slave to their anxieties and temptations.
Okay, so do you worship Desna now? The goddess did a lot for me. More than I ever deserved. Asking anything more of her would be impudent. I'm grateful to her, but I try not to trouble her with my prayers. But in this world you should, though.
She's such a good being.
What are the gods and goddesses going to do up there? They have the choice to ignore you if they want to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What a bean. Anyway, thank you for your answers, Ursula.
Yeah. Like
Head
there's
pats,
what?
head pats, head pats.
1 or 2 billion people
Here.
on Galarian. I don't think yours is gonna be a burden.
Yeah. What's the first question?
Oh, sorry. It's like, hey, could you
We're
help
being
us?
attacked with demons. Do you know anything about them?
Is she a succubus cleric? No, she's actually a ranger. She specializes in espionage.
Mm-hmm. Ursula thinks for a long while. Finally, she answers hesitantly. Oh,
A Lucianira.
give me a chance to read the word.
It's a rough one. I just wanted to help.
Jeez.
Okay.
Jeez. You try to help her, folks, but she never accepts it. He thinks inside his head. What am I supposed to do, chat?
No, what I'm thinking is, damn it, I left myself open for Bop to suggest that I'm being sexist and condescending, and she took the opportunity. That's what I was thinking. You see what my kindness is paid with?
Correct. Correct, sucker.
I'm wrecked.
Back in Illusion era, there were rumors about terrible experiments that Baphomet and Discovery performed on their troops to make them stronger. Here on the material plane, these rumors were embellished with lots of details. Some say that demons undergo rituals acquired from Zon-Cathon. Others say they feed on the blood of angels, or Klapoths, or the demon lords. Still others say that there are no experiments and Baphomet is just bringing back fighters from the future. A future in which the demons have already taken all of Galarian.
Wow, that's a lot of conspiracy theories coming out of the demons.
Yeah. Damn, demons.
Also, Zon-Cathon is the Midnight Lord, the Dark Prince, Prince of Pain, God of Darkness, Envy, Loss, and Pain.
The name Zon-Cathon just makes me think that it's probably like something that I could see in Star Trek.
Yeah, it's got kind of a... Like, Zon-Cathon does have, like, a Star Trek name. Or no, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Zon-Cathon
Either
has
one, really.
Yeah.
Very different genres of space films.
Yeah.
And shows.
Action adventure versus
really,
space opera.
Yeah. Which would really make its biggest fans froth in the mouth if I said they're not much different.
I mean, they have a lot in common.
They do.
Certain series of Star Trek are straight up action adventure, like Picard. Like that might as well just be a shitty Star Wars. Or, a Star Wars these days.
Hey. Hey now. You're a rock star. Anyway, if there is a grain of truth in any of these ramblings, there's no way to know. Naturally, none of these rumors give any indications of where these demons come from. I'm sorry, I can't help. The only thing that's clear is that the lowly fighters in the army of the abyss are as puzzled by this as we are.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kinda crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. At a certain echelon in the demon hierarchy, some of them are getting superpowers and no one seems to know where they come from.
That's all that we've asked. I have to go now. Thank you, Rushley. Because I'm pretty sure we've already asked 5. I'll be watching you. Uh-huh.
I always imagined she said that with a wink.
Yeah, I'll be watching you.
I'll be watching you.
Good job.
Before we go
Also,
hunt down...
Vander, get wrecked.
Let's see.
Wow.
Doesn't need
Fucking
opening.
dare you. Look, I can't help it if some men just make it real easy to imply that they are being sexist. On account of them usually being sexist.
It's true. I am usually very sexist.
Yeah. Although John does it in a joking way, as far as I can tell.
It's working! Even if we have their Hawkblade. We don't need him. I was just checking to see if the priest was here, but I think he's actually outside.
What a dick.
Yeah.
I'm friends with such a dick. I hate him. Can I be your best friend instead?
Oh, got a
Like
vacancy?
a new best friend?
Oh, he's right here.
Wow, can't believe you were so blind.
Or she, I guess. A woman in gold-embroidered cleric's robes greets you with a polite bow. Her eyes, the color of molten gold.
Hi, Em!
Hey, Em! Welcome to the
Em!
stream.
Hi, Em!
Bob was just trying to trade...
for you.
Yeah, Bob was just trying to trade me for you as best friend. I think she's just about run out of use for me.
Yeah, I've taken over his channel. It's my channel now.
Damn interloper.
Em likes me. I win. I win this life.
See, I just have to go.
That's all I need.
I just have to go out of my way to also become her best friend, so you can't escape me.
God damn it. Oh.
I'll do it. I'll charm the lesbian.
Can't escape him. Guess I'm stuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. Not really.
Yeah, M likes Bob, news at 10. Right?
Brand new information!
Hot off the presses.
Yeah. Hot off the presses. I hope you had a good date, my queen.
For our next story, capitalism sucks. Alright, so...
And after that,
Dusty
cats are
face.
cute.
Mm-hmm. Greetings, Commander. My name is Arsino. I'm a messenger from the Temple of Abadar in Absalom, and I came here assuming the defenders of the fortress could use the services of a cleric.
I see. Right. This is because what's his nuts died.
Super died, the other priest of Abadar.
Yeah. I'm sorry for the loss of your fellow member of the Brotherhood. Perhaps you've heard about the wound that sometimes opens in my chest. Are you familiar with this kind of ailment? Because I'm not,
Arsenault
and
quickly
I'm a healer.
probes you with the skill of an experienced healer. So, the wound was right here, and then it disappeared, and reappeared. Amazing!
Hmm.
No, this is the first time I've ever heard of such magic.
I see. That's not good.
Nope.
Oh, you've made chilled soup to keep you sane through this heat wave. Bless you.
Excellent.
I hope you continue to stay cool. Can you... What do you think it might be? Do you have any guesses? Anything at all would be good.
I think it's some kind of demonic corruption, or particles of chaos from the abyss have entered through your wound into your body and made it so unstable. It sounds quite interesting, incidentally. Judging from the records of researchers of the abyss, stranger things have happened in this cursed place. I mean, yeah, lawn exists, so like...
Yeah,
Wenduog has
Yeah.
spider legs on her back.
yeah. Yeah,
That's not a bad guess.
Defeated Ichika noises.
Mm-hmm.
Ishika is currently wondering, is this going to be another scar on my chest? And or shoulder, I forgot where the wound is. It's a chest, right?
Yep, like right across your chest, like a wound, but it completely disappears, leaving no trace.
Oh, that's a weird one.
Yes.
Oh well. She's experienced weirder things in her life. Can you give me some advice as to how to heal it?
I'm sure that you already used the purification and chaos warding spells, and for obvious reasons, you do not have the option of leaving the campaign and going on a long pilgrimage to various shrines. Since that's the case, keep a diary. Make careful and systemic entries about your well-being. If it gets worse, record the circumstances under which it happens.
I
I'm
hate
afraid...
this.
Yeah, giving you advice in real life, right?
I hate this.
I'm afraid this is the only advice I can give you right now.
Fuck you. This is the exact things I usually do when I'm trying out new medications or whatever.
Yeah, smart.
Fuck. Go. I'm actually quite annoyed that it's just advice that I already know.
But does Ichika?
Yes,
Alright then.
she's she is also a healer.
She has no
She had
healing
time.
magic.
Not right now.
That she's not a healer.
Yeah, but not right now. I told you she got isekai. That's what's going on right now, Jonathan. I'm a fan fiction writer. You can't tell me what my canon is.
Neither can you! Because you're a fan fiction writer, you can't tell me what your canon is.
The things I say sometimes. Anyway. Thanks. It makes sense to me now.
Take care of yourself, Commander. So basically she's
how'd you end
just
up in Dresden?
Oh, yeah. The story has grown longer and longer over the years, yet sadly it never gets any more interesting. I was born and raised in Absalom.
Yeah.
Let's quickly get a refresher on Absalom.
Mm-hmm.
For more than 4,000 years, Absalom has been the city at the center of the world, a metropolis-sized showcase of the greatest treasures of all Galarian. The city not only holds a key strategic position for both commercial and military endeavors in the region, but encompasses the site of the ascension of 4 deities, and claims to have been founded by none other than the last Eslanti, the god Aradin.
Wow. Ucha is so cute.
Soon I realized that bringing the word of Abadar to places where it's already been heard is too easy. Too easy a challenge for a cleric like me. I've traveled all across Galarian. Since then, watching civilization bring enlightenment to the wildest of places. This brings me joy to my heart and makes me feel like I serve my god with my deeds and not just my words.
Okay.
The tiny baronry in the stolen lands that had been my home for a long time eventually turned into a strong and prosperous kingdom. I felt that I had to go somewhere else to bring the blessing of Abadar to someone who really needed it. So yeah, she is the priest in Kingmaker. Like, she's one
That's
of
cool.
the priests you can talk to. Yeah. That kingdom is what happened in Kingmaker. It will take quite some time for Dresden to recover and become an unfailing stronghold once again. I will do my very best to help. Yes,
Well,
little
thanks.
conversation about my race.
Yeah.
I want to see what her services are because it's
Okay.
uh there it is. She's the magic vendor.
Ow. Why do you bite me, Koja? My hand is just right here. I say bite, it's literally just she's putting her teeth against my skin. That's it. It's not a bite.
Yeah, bite in the loosest sense.
Yeah. I'm basically slandering her.
Yep,
But you know,
yep.
do I always slander creatures that I love?
Yes.
No. M only gets all the respect from me. See? Not always.
Unbelievable.
M gets it. See, Candid is my rich husband who died under mysterious circumstances. Yes, and his name is Charles.
Nice, nailed it.
Boo hoo. He died. But now the insurance company uh, wants
Yeah.
to really investigate
Uh-huh.
whether it was truly an accidental death. So if anyone knows a good PI, not that I need, that I'm saying I need the services of a good PI. Ah, yeah, ouch. Hey, girly pop, no bitey.
Yeah, I've got enough of that. Buy a couple of big, expensive magic items.
One day Bob will insult me, and through my tears, I will know that I have fully earned the topmost tier for her heart, alongside Koja and John. No, but you
It ain't
already
all
do
it.
have it
It
though.
ain't all it's cracked up to be. Trust me. Her love language is abuse.
Yeah,
I joke. Bob's the
but
best
I'm
friend
also
I've
just
ever
more
had.
gentle with ladies
You are.
because it's very funny to be mean to John.
Yes, because you're a little brat.
Yeah, and you're a nerd.
As I pointed out. Well, no, I'll keep that to myself.
Good job.
Alright, let's,
What a
hit.
dumb bitch.
Oh, right, I wanted to find Kieran. Alright. Before we go to the Citadel.
I'm gone.
Koja's rested her entire head on my hand while I'm scratching her chin. That's one of my most favorite things animals do.
Excellent. I feel like we
Like when a
probably.
dog just, like when dogs do that too.
Yes.
I would cry.
Yeah, dogs love chin scritches, and I love giving them.
So I don't know if I've ever told anyone this, but whenever I have to bathe Koja, sometimes what she does is she'll try to escape, but if she can't escape, She'll hide her whole face in my elbow. Like, mommy, it's too scary. Please hurry. Kind of thing.
Yep.
Just very cute.
Yeah, Molly used to try to just climb under me somehow. In whatever way that was possible. If I hide under the human, I will be safe from thunder.
Yeah. Sounds about correct. Fine. Just the cutest. Hmm.
Oh, you got fucking nothing for magic items, girl.
Yeah. You've been neglecting her.
Haven't had anything that specifically helped her.
You've been neglecting her.
I'll show you neglect.
Wow, neglect to play. Joke's on you. That's my kink.
Yeah, it's true. Rolling over and going to sleep despite her pleading for attention gets her off so good.
Jesus Christ, the things that I say sometimes. Why do I say things?
Why do I say anything? It's because it's funny and you're becoming more like me.
God.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
Help me. I'm becoming more like my best friend.
Right?
It sucks.
Bob coming up with the ignorance kink, yeah.
Good tea.
I think it's just an extension, in Bob's case, of, like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not beratement or belittlement, but, degradation. But it's like implied degradation. Like, oh, I'm not even worthy of time or attention.
Wow. Rude. Hi, Goja.
It's very cerebral,
It is.
kink play, yeah.
Because I'm cerebral.
Cerebral D's nuts.
Yeah. That's the sort of cerebral jokes that I fuck with, apparently.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, sad. It's sad.
It's fine.
Sad. I'm sad.
Don't worry about it.
No, I will worry about it.
Yeah, we got this great armor that literally no one wants. What about you? Could you even wear it? No. Now let's hold on to it.
Oh! Gimbor? Grimbor? Gimberg? Grimberg.
Greybor.
Greybor!
Gimber! Gramby! Gimbly! Gramblor! Greybeard!
He's like my Kagami. What is his
Yeah.
name? Kagami. My name is Kagami. Kagami.
Yeah. Him losing his mind
God.
and doing the musical bit was my favorite. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that's all we can do with the new gear. But we have made Ember significantly more dangerous.
Sweet.
Now, where the hell is Deering?
Right there. Right by Ichika.
Oh, what? Fuck. Okay. You know what? Deering asks, not bothering to greet you properly. I've noticed a certain cynical pattern in my life ever since I've met you.
Cyclical.
Cyclical pattern in my life ever since I've met you.
Cyclical.
It's cyclical.
Cyclical.
Look,
If not
you might-
cyclical, why see why? English?
you might be better at English than Malay, but I am a native English speaker.
I'm just pondering the rules in this stupid fucking language.
Like, there's
Why
too
is it
many.
suddenly cyclical
You could
and not
pronounce it.
cyclical?
Dunno.
I
I
know it's
guess.
cyclical, by the way. I'm
Yeah.
just being mad about it.
Yeah. I guess the YCLE would change the sound because of the vowel rules, but it's inconsistent, especially with Y's. English is dumb. Cyclical pattern
yes.
in my life
Go
ever
on.
since I've met you. First, something happens that leaves me positively intrigued. And then I descend into the depths of fear and anger. Then I start to think that it's not so bad. The curiosity comes back, and then something even more dreadful occurs.
I see. Is that not interesting?
The demons attack my home, and the city around it. Was quite unpleasant enough already, but I thought I could compensate for that by striking up a curious acquaintance and having some new experiences. Then my dearest cousin threw me right into the middle of a crusade. And just when I started to see some positives in my current situation, the gargoyles kidnapped me.
They did. Mm-hmm.
The slaughter in Dresden, followed by my triumphant rescue, effectively put out every spark of optimism that I'd managed to gather.
Mm-hmm.
Now the city is in our hands again, and it's getting more and more tolerable to stay here. I feel surprisingly good, and I'm even beginning to find the city rather enjoyable. This brings one very reasonable question to my mind. What's the next outrageous and dangerous mess that you're going to pull me into?
Good question. I have a couple more perilous trials and insurmountable challenges in store just for you.
Does that list include the ordeal known as the Trial of Cold Oatmeal? If not, then there's nothing to be afraid of. And if I think that you've shown me... If you think that I've shown you my weak spot, then you're wrong. It was a deliberate misdirection.
I see. You strange guy. You strange guy. I like you.
He's so charming, isn't he?
Like is there anything in the I'd like to talk about life in Mendef and the Crusade?
Ask. I'm all ears. I think we know all of these
Delphi
answers.
like in person? We do.
You mean my dearest cousin? Oh, she is the embodiment of all virtues one could possibly think of, and all the unthinkable ones as well. She is beautiful, wise, charismatic, sharp-witted, kind, yet ambitious ruler, a skilled fighter and a beacon of faith for all who worship Iomedae. Have I already mentioned her unrivaled beauty? I'm more than sure that even her cooking is delicious. If she would deign to descend the realm of mortals and actually try to cook something. The old bitch.
Yeah, he likes his cousin.
If you think that I'm insulting her dishonorably behind her back, then you are wrong. Her Majesty is perfectly aware of my feelings towards her. The entire capital knows it as well. All of Canavris, too, if not the entire country. My royal cousin is the quintessence of everything that irritates me about our glorious motherland. Her flamboyant righteousness and forced selflessness, and, sadly, her sincere devotion and austerity. I must give credit for one thing, though. She somehow managed to keep this country united, even despite the unrelenting demonic threat and the influx of thousands of foreigners every day.
Fair enough.
After a pause, Deering continues. Galfrey of Mendev is like a demigoddess to many of our paladins. She is the Crusader Queen, the Sword of the Yomade. Is there another monarch on Galarian whose subjects love them so ardently? The Church pays for her life elixirs so she can continue to be the cement that holds the crusade together. Without her, this whole war machine would fall to pieces immediately. And I'd so love to watch it crumble. This holy pot is in need of a good stir.
Well, thanks.
But how do you
I
really
already know the
feel,
rest of these
Darren?
things.
Please, you're holding back. How do you really feel?
Yeah. He likes his
Jesus.
cousin, is what I'm getting from that.
Yeah, he clearly really respects his cousin.
Yeah. Like I said, he likes his cousin. Let's move on now.
You want to
We
ask
can
any? Oh, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Bye, Darren.
Yeah, he should interact with us during one of our next war room events. But for now, it's time to leave.
Why?
Go into party.
Ah. You're such a nerd.
No. Also, yes. Let's see.
Does Darren need to be in the party?
Yes, definitely.
If these clouds leak even a little bit, you're going to have a peaceful talk with the man upstairs. Not sure the man upstairs knows what peace is.
He mentions it a few times in his book. He at least knows what it is. Which makes it worse.
Right. But what I mean is, what if his version of peace isn't our version of peace?
That's fair.
See,
Peace is when you cut the pie evenly.
I'm going to kill you.
What? That's God's version of peace.
I'm going to kill you.
Look, as a Twitch streamer and biblical scholar, that's my opinion.
I'm going to kill you. Rest. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're
okay.
not fatigued.
Nope, somehow.
Wow.
Once you reach the threshold where you start getting fatigued, you roll every hour. So we've just been getting lucky.
Nice.
Also means we can just go further and further without fatigue as we level up.
Mm-hmm. Good God. We're actually doing a party.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Rushle. I see you.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole
Are those
year
people
older
naked
and
beside him?
also a full-fledged crusader. An honorable
Yes.
position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech
What a
it
dick.
is.
I love this guy.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader.
Once again, he's giving this speech next to two courtesans.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul. You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Buren smirks, finishes his wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna commit all sins in equal measure, so the Abyss cannot sort me, and I will defeat the Abyss. How interesting, Inquisitor Leoters whispers in your ear from behind.
Mm-hmm. Did you find anything interesting?
Nothing, really. I just took note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversation with his acquaintances, two people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrin, the priest of Iomade, who was his guardian and tutor. Yet he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean.
You told me that you tried to find out if anything weird has happened to or around Deeren in the last decade? It's kind of creepy.
Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him and encourages them to use their magic for mischievous ways. Practically the whole of Mendev knows the story about how 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Canopus after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuation in residual magic in his house is not at all surprising.
I see.
That was the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count, hoping for a ransom. The only reward they got was death. Afterwards, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself, as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into this case, after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats. There's one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads.
Baby bit me.
After they had already killed them.
Their heads were cut off. I mean, the bandits who attacked Deeren.
Yes. Perhaps I wouldn't have even noticed this detail if I'd not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember, but we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. We thought they had been decapitated during the fight.
I see. I don't really expect Deeren to be the person who did this head severing thing.
It doesn't really seem in character, huh?
No.
Then again, maybe he's an actual psychopath.
I don't know. I expect Camellia to do that nonsense.
What if Camellia is a red herring? Like, what if she is just super fucked up because of the spirits?
But I support women's wrongs.
Yeah, still wrong.
So,
Just maybe it's not nearly as her fault as you think.
oh come on. Oh come on. Make her as wrong as possible. So spicy bedtimes is spicy. What do we need to do, Inquisitor?
So you don't want to tell him about the severed heads? You don't have to. In fact, if you, like, can you think of any reasons to not tell him?
I feel like that might color his decisions.
Yes. Exactly. It could contaminate the evidence because you don't know for sure that that's related.
Yeah. Because, like, this dude already thinks that Deeren is sus.
Yes. So?
I feel like... But then I suppose it is a strange coincidence.
Yeah? But, yeah, it's up to you. Do you want to tell the Inquisitor?
Ichika would.
She would?
Ichika would. Yeah.
What? That is an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial that we find out exactly what happened at that tragic feast.
Sure. What do we need to do then?
Now, that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is distract the master of the house. Right now, he is playing host at a very place. I'd like to start with.
Well, I understand. I don't need a guy to tell me how to distract a dude.
Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find, and maybe even show you something. Alright, so, do you want to know how this can work out, or you just want to go at it blind?
How can this work out?
There are two things you need to do. Distract him so Buddy can cast his spells, and help him have a good time.
Fair enough.
Because if he doesn't have a good enough time, he'll complain about it, and that could affect your relationship in the future.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Ugh.
You can also talk to the others while you're here.
Oh. Oh, sorry, my stomach is doing stomach things.
That's okay. Do your stomach things. Meanwhile, hello, Leif. Welcome.
Hi, Miorar. Um.
What's up?
Okay. What actions are around?
Yeah, well, I just talked to Arushale, if you want to read that.
Oh. I thought mortals had cemeteries for sorrow and feasting halls for joy. This place seems to be a blend of both. Yes.
That's the only thing she says.
I adore this estate. So much beauty. So many quiet nooks. That's not how she's supposed to talk, but look. I've already forgotten how she speaks.
That's pretty close to her actual speaking voice. Also, god damn it, Camellia, could you stop being so suspicious?
So many quiet nooks. Why do you want quiet nooks? I understand if you want silence, but you don't seem like the kind of person who likes to be a wallflower.
Yeah, you're not a reader, right?
You never know when or if you'll get a chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I'd rather take my chance while I can. I love you, Zila.
Ready for a wet blanket?
Yeah.
So, I've somehow landed in the party of a royal brat. Go figure.
Hold on. Where's Jiren?
Oh, he's there, but once we talk to him, we'll be advancing things.
Fair enough.
I can imagine how lovely this manor must have been before the war. I yearn to set up my easel in one of the pleasant little alcoves and paint to my heart's content.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head out.
Bet he's gonna be mad.
Less of a wet blanket, more of a sharp one. This estate could be remade into a formidable defensive outpost. It would be expropriated for the sake. It should be expropriated for the sake of the war effort, and the owner compensated after victory is secured. You know what? That was surprisingly festive of you. I thought we were going to get worse.
Yeah.
That was veritably in the spirit of a party. I appreciate that.
What's the yellow boxes?
Yeah. The Count must have exceptional bodyguards, considering he's still alive despite his personality.
He's also just very strong.
Yeah, he's, like, unfairly good at magic. Food. Oh, what's that? Decorative plants are in miserable state. They've been neglected for years. I mean,
Yeah, I can imagine.
fair. Like, of course they have. Alright, Diren, you're up. Diren, who's been watching the guests with unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I have always considered myself an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought, I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit down in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now, I'll be damned if I know how how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companion of a heroine chosen by Iomade?
Wow, 2 is such an asshole.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. 1 is really not Ichigo's style.
I think one
Sometimes
is meant
even-
to be more playful. Like, it was
Yeah.
our destiny to end up together. Couldn't escape me.
Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fate's course.
I'm afraid it's not always the case. Sometimes it is dictated by alien, but not wholly deliberate forces. Oh, alien, but
But
wholly
wholly
deliberate
deliberate.
forces.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
2 is such a wet fucking blanket.
Do as if you're not
Jesus.
romancing Durin and want to have fun at his expense.
Ah. Tell me more about Heaven's Edge.
This estate was once a truly beautiful sight, with its lush gardens and placid ponds. Durin smiles briefly. It's a genuine smile, quite different from his usual half-smirk.
Aw.
The house itself is not that large, however. This land was part of a border region even before the World Wound, so my ancestors took that into account when laying the foundation. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend.
Your ancestors were clever.
I'd gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see here. I didn't have much time, so my servants only managed to clean up the yard and the Great Hall and a couple of rooms. There's nothing interesting about them, except perhaps the magical firefighting system powered by water elementals. I'm not sure it's still functional, though.
They invented sprinklers.
That sounds like an interesting way to distract him, doesn't it?
I don't want to ask 3 either. Because Ichigo would kind of find it pretty funny if macabre to do
Yeah.
your birthday party celebrations at the site of your
Yeah.
where your family died.
Like, I don't think it's ever spelled out, but my take has always been that this is him trying to get past it.
Yeah, me too.
And that's why he mentioned his mentor for the first time in 10 years.
Right. Well, I'm going for a stroll. Thank you
Seize
for your
your
time.
chance to have fun. Almost anything can be forgiven but boredom. That is a crime against life itself.
Now then.
What is that? Fire to the booze?
No!
Fire to the booze!
Jesus! No!
It's how you activate the water elementals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Will you... Would you explain that to me instead of just
elementals.
doing it?
I thought it would be funny.
Okay, that's not quite how I thought sprinklers would work.
No! It's very silly! But yeah, the only reason I
Right.
just made that choice is because there wasn't a choice.
Mhm.
And I thought it would be funny to watch your reaction to it happening.
Right, but I didn't know that there wasn't a choice. Hi, Ruchele. Everything here screams the destruction the demons brought forth upon the land. You can't just hide it under decorations. Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
You got a lot
You
under
pretend hard enough.
decorations. Absolutely. Just fill yourself with the copium. You don't have to even think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the best outcome because despite it being, like, annoying, it wasn't boring.
Mhm.
And that means this is still a good night for him.
Okay. Next time, warn me, though.
Okay. I see that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now, get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find.
Okay. Try not to be a bitch about it, though.
The hum of
Countess
voices.
Selena Arende.
Oh yeah. You want to read it, or?
Sure. The hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. And the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first, before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Dirin is obvious. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. Oh,
A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests, and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. It was Cleric Daddy.
yeah.
Can't we have just one day without your sermons? It is my birthday, after all. 10 years ago, the young Dirin had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however.
So cute. Yay. Day. I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on on your birthday. Wait, what? What was that noise? Lily too.
It's a non-Monago lily too.
Wow. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a lily too appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebrations, mortals. She prepared a treat for me too.
What do you want, spawn of the abyss?
Oh. I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you, doddering cleric, look around. Didn't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. Mwah! The demon finishes his speech with an air kiss to Diren, making him freeze in horror, and disappears. What a bitch.
Yeah, Lily too are fucking... Ugh.
Oh, God.
Leota shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease and the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events.
Surely the cleric could have done something.
Well, I can't say for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next.
Well, what now?
I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotion and memories, somewhere on the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be.
Okay.
Wonder if it's coincidentally the room Diren went to change. Music's just a little too loud.
Music's popping. It is a little too loud. Okay, perfect. 28 was perfect.
Yeah.
Or maybe 25, actually. Yeah, there we go. Bless him.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's talk to people.
Zila! Fun and frolics may shield us from horror and despair, but one should use the shield sparingly. Uh-huh.
Hey, Olbrich. Oh, the Mendevians sure like to put on airs. But they know how to throw a party, I'll give them that. Alright, Nenia, what science are you doing?
Compulsive food consumption may be a symptom of several serious neurological disorders. It may also indicate that the food in question boasts exceptional palatability. Yeah, what do you think it is?
Well, she couldn't possibly know for sure without testing.
Good God, this child.
How could a single family or even a person live in a house large enough for my entire tribe?
Because money.
Like, I feel like the longer Lon is around things like this, the louder the clash of the hammer and sickle gets in the background. I love mansions like this. They always have columns, curtains, and alcoves where you can hide while waiting for the owner.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah? You and Greyboar are cut from the same cloth, huh?
Most of the good manners have secret walls.
Yeah,
Or passages.
you're right. But I do like I actually didn't realize that Ichika and Greyboar would be two of a kind in this party.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
you like your alcoves.
Mhm.
I like my secret passages. And he's like, not every manor has secret passages.
Like-
I know! It's crazy!
I think he'd say something like, secret passages are all well and good, but unfortunately, the owners of the home tend to be aware of them, have them checked regularly.
Yeah, but if you're good enough, that doesn't matter.
Well, certainly.
Ishika and him,
Don't think I'm a- But,
what is it? Clink their drinks together?
toast.
Toast their drinks together. There you go. Thank you. Done.
Yeah. To architecture. Clink. Don't think I underestimate the importance of quality rest for soldiers. But this revelry isn't rest. It's decadence.
It's rest for the mind.
See, you were in a much better mood outside. You want to go outside for a bit? Outside, you were
It's
just
rest
thinking
for the
about
mind,
tactics,
Reginald.
which is like a hobby of yours.
Yeah. Regil, the mind also needs rest. Revelry and fun is rest for the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Too much of anything isn't good.
I think it's just that he has, no sexual interests and all the naked people are vexing and confusing to him.
He's just a sourpuss.
Yeah.
There's so much food here. If I let Sut eat everything she wants, she'll become twice as fat, and she won't be able to fly anymore. I love her.
Protect her forever.
I love her.
Hey, Socio.
Hey, Zozio.
Both this place and its owner make me think how deceptive appearances can be. But I cannot deny that the wine here is very good.
What does that mean?
They're both beautiful, but also, hide a certain kind of evil.
Oh.
Wealth versus
Fair enough.
arrogance.
That's fair.
Yeah. Hi,
Can we
Camellia.
pet soot?
No, sadly.
Damn. I wonder why the teens who attacked Heaven's Edge chose Plague as their weapon. It was so unimaginative. Alright, you creepo. You
Yeah.
weirdo. Oh, music tart. Oh, the music was just super loud in the room.
Yeah, the music's coming from the room.
That's nice.
Did you not notice
That's
outside
a
where I
nice
was
touch.
always turning the camera just so the music wasn't too annoying in one ear for too long?
No, I didn't.
I was.
Cool, I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's great. Music's emanating from
I
the
love
fucking
that.
people playing the music.
Oh, he's naked.
Shirtless steering time.
Wow.
Well, Servers and For Honor have decided... Oh, Servers and For Honor have decided to fail a backflip. I see.
I see.
I'm sorry that the servers have eaten shit. But on the bright side, we're having a party. Come join us.
Not you, certainly.
Turning to the next best thing, crime. Yeah, fair enough.
No!
Huron arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem disturbed in the slightest by your entrance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed any faster. Commander! I assume that you have an urgent matter that requires my attention?
I sure do.
Yeah, this erection.
I sure do. I don't have an erection. That's a little weird. God, 5 is so boring!
Yeah, it's funny though, because he would hate it. Again, let me know if you want a little tip.
It's probably something like he can't make Zila or Social do the thing because they don't quite like him, I don't think.
Well, yeah,
Right?
Camellia always kowtows to him, so you know that wouldn't be hard. Sela,
Yeah.
can you see Sela agreeing to dance?
She would.
Yeah, I
She
think
would.
so too. Can you imagine Socio drawing his portrait?
No, but I think he would find it very funny to make him try.
Yes. He would probably spend a long time trying to make it work too. Right?
Oh, okay, Social would be so vexed. But then Social would understand that Diren is gorgeous, actually.
Yeah, but he wants to paint things that he finds beautiful. Like, he would be bothered by Diren trying to, like, annoy him or whatever. And he'd see through Diren's shit.
That's so quite funny.
Also, it's the best choice. Like, it will get you your
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You were on the right track.
okay, good. I double dog dare you, Count. To persuade Social to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait of you. I don't think you can do it, though.
That sounds like a fine idea. Our cleric will surely turn down a direct request, but if I tell him that we can sell the portrait for charity auction. Why have I never before thought about selling my nude portraits at a charity auction? It will cause a huge scandal, but it will be for a good cause. This will give those godbotherers something to complain about.
Who wants my nudes for charity?
Yeah! How could they, like, they want to get mad, but how could they get mad? This would be so vexing for them.
You fucking fop.
I appreciate his, like, cleverness, creativity, and dedication in fucking with people. Like, he's mastered it.
What a dick! Honey!
You've given me a brilliant idea.
I'm glad.
Allow me to magic my shirt on and run away. So good.
So gullible.
I see that you were able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch.
Mm.
Young Durin stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like a grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother? Can you hear me, Mother?
Hey, my boy. How did you get here? The Countess's voice is fading. Don't come any closer. This disease.
Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the estate. If this plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. That fat baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred the way and said that they would not let them. Mother, we need help. Canobras is full of clerics, wizards, and demons knows what else. They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible.
We must obey the revered Nestrin. We are the lords of Mendev, and we must protect our people. If the plague reaches Canobras, thousands of innocent people will die.
I don't care about any innocence. Viren's voice raises to a yell. You're ill, Mother! You're dying! You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Canobras. They won't listen to me, but you are the lady of this estate. They can't refuse you.
Yes, they can. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still... A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long, guttural groan.
Yeah, he watched her die.
This is a fast-acting fucking thing.
Yep. It was a supernatural disease, and he watched her die.
Yikes.
And not like...
you're like this, friend.
Not like fall asleep. Like seizures. The Theodor wearily rubs his temples, but his face is unreadable. Now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Canobras in search of help because the revered Nestrin wouldn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been.
Was there really no other choice?
Who can say now? They could have sent one of the paladins to bring help from Canobras, assuming the Knight of God was immune to disease. Perhaps Nestrin thought he might need them to maintain order. Or maybe he understood that the demons would not allow anyone to leave anyway. Or maybe the plague was so strong that it could mow down even the most righteous warriors. We will never know if any of these hypotheses are true. Theodor rubs his chin thoughtfully. I have never been in the revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions, especially those you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That is where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please, help me clear the area so that I can study it.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go fuck with Deeren again. So I'm going to quickly save here, because there's something you're going to like in this next room, except there's a chance we will not see it.
Oh.
Actually, before we go in there, let me check your stats. No, you won't see it. We'll come back when we have a party. Stop trying to talk me into this. You have neither heart nor conscience, Deeren. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it. I don't think these so-called innocents would suffer from knowing that their money and medicine came from my sinful silhouette.
Aw. So silly, you're such a wet blanket.
I actually agree with Deeren. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But if it's
Yeah, like
gonna
I
help...
said, Social's such a wet blanket.
Yeah. As long as Deeren's not asking for control or recompense, who cares? You can even paint like a... Just paint him like a Ken doll.
Yeah. He's the Barbie girl.
Mm-hmm.
In his Barbie world. I want...
Alright.
Wow, Olbricht's got moves.
Yeah! The Mendivians sure know how to put on airs. Oh, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, only half of them actually have any... Nope.
Maybe Zila has something new to say?
Yeah, they definitely do. That's why I'm avoiding them. Okay, I guess we're finished with that. Hey, Sela. Ah, alright.
No. Only Deeren.
There's a feverish gleam in Deeren's eyes, owing to either tipsiness or some overabundance of emotion. Ho there, Ichika! That rotter Socio refused to sketch me in the nude for charity, but it didn't upset me too much. The faces he made when I was explaining the idea to him were well worth it. He looked very much like a pious matron being confronted with talking male organ. One that was 2 foot long, being held aloft by a pair of golden angel wings.
I love him.
How are you enjoying my party? Are you having a good time?
How about you? Are you having any fun?
Of course I'm having fun. What's wrong? Do you want me to spend my whole life in fear and mourning, blaming myself for what happened?
That's exactly why I asked.
Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambience of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border of the world wound would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Aaron smirked bitterly. Well, it seems even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening?
You can fucking...
Yeah?
You can tell him that you want a report on his career plans for the next 3 years.
Yes!
What a dick move!
It's amazing. You could ruin his entire birthday.
What a fucking wet blanket! Oh. You know what? It's time for everyone to be way more drunk than this. We're too sober. It's time for a drinking contest, Darren.
Ah, yes. Tried and trusted method of salvaging a dull party. For salvaging anything, really. I am ready, but who is my opponent?
Oh. Ooh, do I do it myself?
Well, you need to be
Sure
there
on-
for... What's his name?
Hmm?
I say you need to be conscious for the outer.
Oh, that's right. Zila will fight for the honor of all paladins. Yes, ma'am, Commander. Darren, my boy, you've still got time to back out. You don't want Auntie Zila to spank you in front of everyone now, do you?
Sela just laughs in divine grace. Like, there's no way his fortitude save is anywhere near hers. Well, what will you do if I win? Are you going to cry and pray to Aomedean for an alcohol-resistant aura? Now that would be something worth seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's drink until one of us falls unconscious or begs for mercy. Yeah, if you take him on, you have to beat him.
Oh. Drink until I pass out, probably.
Yeah,
Which wouldn't be a great idea.
But you have to make him pass out first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so beat him in a series of fortitude saves. But he's got no chance against Sela.
Nah.
That was a little warm-up. A warm-up, I say. Up for more?
The fear of your inevitable defeat has already got the better of you, Darren. I can see it in your eyes, boy. Come on, let's have another round. Will this be the one that knocks you flat?
Another thing I like about this is they seem to actually be bonding.
Yeah.
Falling in battle against such a worthy opponent won't even bruise my ego. Especially if you carry me upstairs to bed afterwards.
You go, Darren. You can do it. I totally didn't set this up for you to lose.
That was unexpected. I thought everyone was against me.
No. You do it. Keep drinking. Go on. Woo! You can do it. You can beat Zilla.
Whoa. Oh. Are we done here, or are you ready for another round?
And to whom should I dedicate this glorious feast? A feat. Putting the haughty, self-absorbed prick of a count in his place?
To my dearest royal cousin, I am sure any failure of mine will bring her joy. Oh, my head feels funny.
Good night. Good night, dude.
My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandmother, put the bottle in the family cellar. And it allowed the scion of the illustrious line to save face and finish at a tie.
Wow.
Euron looks a bit unsteady on his feet. I don't feel very well. Hey, everyone! Let's go back outside. I need some fresh air and lungs.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
I need to do everything I can to not throw up. Here we are again, Commander. Piotr looks grim but focused. So let's take another glimpse into the past. Alright. Time to find out what really happened.
A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins as a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Styrian huddle even deeper into his corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you...
The booming voice of an old man dressed in Iomedean robes shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon! Let the boy go. By the blade of the inheritor, touch him only over my dead body.
You pathetic Ulrich. Are you guarding this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is clean. Sweet.
Yeah,
Even as turns her eyeless face to Deerin and licks her lips. You weirdo.
Yeah.
You psychopath.
Lily 2 are fucking weird. Like, succubus are brutal, but there's something even more unsettling about Lily 2.
Yeah.
A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that.
Oh.
Leota turns towards you in astonishment, droplets of sweat glistening on his temples. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I will try again to read it.
Dangerous?
I cannot say for certain, but it is unlikely. The past is in the past, and no one can travel through time except for uniquely powerful entities like Aeons, or perhaps the eldest of the First World. Even though the past of its place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. I think you'll find that we have all traveled forward in time, actually. Like, that's the thing that you can do, travel forward in time.
Please continue.
Just give me a moment to focus. I will try to channel my visions.
My back.
Feelings to you as accurately as possible. I'm sorry about your back, bestie.
Yeah, it's good.
Deerin, my boy. What's going on? Leota's muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he's channeling does not change. He feels something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable.
Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now! I really want to see what happens when...
Save me! Can you save me? The presence thickens
into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood rushing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather, a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The images become heavier, almost visible. Secret. Keep the secret, otherwise death. 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 The gruesome image whirls through your mind, filling it with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help. Exchange. Secret. Death. I see.
Nestor stretches out his shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Deerin, wait! The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons.
Oh no.
Kieran's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who's frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn!
Oh.
Theodore? Theodore opens his eyes with a groan, then gets back on his feet. His legs are wobbly. His eyebrow is cut, but he seems not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written all over his face, as well as the strong hint of horror. What misfortune! No, what a disaster! Everything is far worse than I'd imagined.
Are you alright?
The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. There's nothing, really. I will not be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine.
Understand what happened 10 years ago then?
The Inquisitor slowly exhales through his clenched teeth, says in a low voice, still massaging his temples. Yes and no. Damn it. My thoughts are astray. I will try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad. But the deadliest threats looms over them. But the deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young Count found himself cornered in the very sense of the word. Or in every sense of the word. And he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all of my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I've heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other, possesses an uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing the 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse is that this entity, this Other, it is still here.
Ah? Like right now in the room?
Leotar takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where all of the guests are laughing and dancing. Darren's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway.
Oh?
The Other is not inside the Count's body. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's why there's no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window to our world, and it can instantly step through and wreak havoc whenever it desires.
Oh.
So Darren has a Cthulhu in him!
Oh, boy.
You wonder why he doesn't have any close friends. Why all of his relationships are so, like, surface level.
Yeah. Do you think Darren knows anything about this?
Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those that know the truth. It wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Darren deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events at Heaven's Edge.
What might this Other want?
that is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago, and it's still here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All this time, it's been just watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so.
Yes.
The Count can get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the other refuses to act. Or its interests lie in some other sphere.
I'm deeply concerned.
Yeah,
So the other killed everyone then. The disease was not fully to blame.
not everyone, just Nistrin, his paladins, a few remaining guests. Damn it. I know that it was the work of a mysterious, omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago and I didn't check everything personally. And those who did failed to sense something was wrong.
Yeah. Could the other be the reason why my companions kept finding severed heads among their belongings?
It seems very likely. I'm almost certain you're right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Arendelle anyway. I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome findings on the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during Canabra's slaughter. Or perhaps they provoked the other in some other way.
Oh, do we really have to do something?
I mean, you have to do something. You can't just leave Deering like that.
Oh, that's fair. We have to do something.
Yes. Now I understand Father Nestrin perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite a dearth of information.
What are you doing?
The Inquisitor falls silent for a while. Then he looks you right in the eye. Commander, first and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask that you keep this secret.
What are you so sorry for?
I apologize for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone who knows the Count is actually a living gateway. I suppose the secret is currently known to 3 people on Galarian. You, me, and Count Deeren. And that means Piotr gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs.
Yeah, okay. Suppose I should keep it a secret because otherwise I die.
Yeah. As soon as the Count finds out that we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is, what exactly the scope of its powers are, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made the decision, Piotr says gravely. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Nerosian, sift through all of the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out exactly what we are dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some cautious inquiries into other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I have found at least some reliable information. I'm asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our conversation to the Count himself.
I see. Fine, I'll keep it a secret.
You have made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests, spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicions. I must leave immediately in search of knowledge we all need so desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Iomade guide your path, and the Outer Hawkblade try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. So that's what's up with Deeren. Deeren is a gateway for that which lurks on the threshold.
Okay.
He's just got a Yogg-Sothoth looking through his eyes.
So the severed head thing's totally not from him, right?
I mean, it seems like it is.
But the others... Mm. Oh, Deeren.
I mean, if it is from him, he's not doing it.
Yeah, I know, but still. Deeren. I want it to be Camellia's fault.
Yeah. I mean, there may be other reasons to dislike Camellia, like, give her a chance.
I didn't say I disliked her for it. I said I wanted this to be her special thing. She's Daddy's favorite girl.
Like I said, believe in her. She might be capable of worse.
Can we bother Socio?
Where is he? Oh.
He's right there to the... Yeah.
I don't want to complain, but I'm not sure I'll be able to endure another hour of this outrageous debauchery.
Why not?
Let us be careful.
Ember!
Whoa! I've eaten enough for 10 men. And still, the festivals of our village were much more fun. We didn't have all the delicacies. We celebrated with spirit.
As in the alcohol?
Yeah, probably.
You know what I just realized? Theron was so afraid to come here. And so that's why he did it. Because of that fear. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
I guess that's there for
Good
anyone
job,
who
Ember.
didn't pick up on it. Ember, the truth speaker.
Ember the understander.
You want to just talk to everybody else and then finish up?
Sure. I shouldn't have drunk so much. If the demons suddenly turn up, it'll be a lot of fun. Either for me or for them. My god, Lon's also quite drunk.
I've been watching our count and wondering. If you imagine his head were a boiling pot, what kind of brew would be bubbling inside?
Actually, I want to leave. This place doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Oh, she can sense the outsider here.
Yeah, she can. Like, she can sense what went on. I hope this travesty is finally over. Sleep is beating you into
Have
submission?
good sleeps, Crimson.
Yeah. Sweet dreams, Crimson. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
And Greyboard. This is my first time at a high security party not on a job. Or is this my first time at a high society party not on a job?
Yes, it is, probably. Can we talk to Arindi's servant? Oh, it's you. Do you remember me? I called upon you to save the Count in Canabras. Yeah,
Wow,
you.
you not only lived but are still employed.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, because his turnover rate's fucking ridiculous.
There is a common opinion that any party like this one must inevitably end with a fight. If you're trying to encourage me to check this hypothesis personally, then I'd rather observe from afar. Okay, Nenio. Cabelia, there you are.
Very trustworthy.
Did you find a quiet nook? I like the party. It's a pity it's already coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's talk to Deeren. Hope you enjoyed your time, Deeren.
I don't know if my opinion matters to you at all, but you were the very best guest I could ever wish for.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, he had a hell of a time.
He likes me.
Yeah. And he could have not liked you at all. And that greatly
Really?
impacts your story with him. Yeah. That's why I pushed for the best outcomes.
Damn.
We're not quite finished here. I'm going to put a party together and go check the thing that's hidden.
Yeah, I still find it very funny that he thinks harassing what's his nuts would be the funniest thing ever.
Yes. Let's see, who would have the highest percent? Well, it's definitely her.
Raybor.
Raybor?
Oh.
Maybe.
Ursa is still the party, right? Yeah.
Oh, I even need Deeren to go back in. Okay.
Yeah, it's his house. Ember can go. It's his house. How dare you return to his ducal home? Ducal estate.
I feel like he wouldn't care. Remember when Lon made a joke about blowing his nose on the curtains and he told Lon where the most expensive ones were?
No.
That was like when we first met him. He's like, wow, look at this place. Makes me want to go blow my nose on the curtains. And he goes, well, you're welcome to use the curtains here, but there's some beautiful silk curtains in another room. Those would probably be the best.
What a nerd.
Okay, I'm gonna... And there's one.
Well. Scroll of echolocation.
Yep. Wand of Mirror Image and Draven's Hat.
You just wanted loot.
No, there's more than loot in here. There's also loot.
Sure there is.
Yep. Right here, but... door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened in a very long time. Oh, nobody spotted it. Try going back in and... Anyone else? Dang.
Try again.
No, if we found the other thing, we should have found that. Or maybe not. Let me scroll up a little first. Oh, we only got one perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I missing? What am I forgetting? Maybe that's a chapter 5 thing or something. Hold on. Let me go run up here real quick.
See? I'm indispensable.
Traces of older masonry in the foundations. It looks like the building was reconstructed several times. Did that do it?
Maybe not yet.
Yeah, maybe I can't do it yet. I think there might be another skill check on the other side.
Loot
No.
demon. Did it?
I just wanted to show you a secret door.
Maybe it'll show itself later.
Yeah, probably.
Gotta
Alright.
give Deeren a chance to show off his home.
Nobody appreciates anything I do.
I do. But only on the periphery.
Mmm. Jerk.
Love you.
I love you too. Alright, let's teleport home. Oh, we can't. We have to build it.
Beepsies.
We have to build a teleportation circle.
Oh.
It's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll need to stomp in on Dresden for rest, then we can head out again.
Also, what did they mean that you had the uh that you had to fill up the teleportation circle?
Yeah, teleportation circle is something we can build in Canavras and other settlements, and we can use them to teleport between them.
Like, you gotta actually build it?
Yeah.
Oh. Boo.
Looks like we got a couple of things to do here. I'm really hoping for the next Deeren event, because it's great.
Commander, I have some information for you, though what I found is mostly innocent. It might be a cause for concern.
Okay. Before we do
Concern?
this, I'm gonna take a quick break. Do you need a intermission?
Yeah, I think I do.
Alright, we'll be back in like 5 minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah. See you later. Tap! I'ma use the bathroom. I am here.
Welcome back.
Hiya.
And we are back, folks. I'm gonna
Whoa. Hey there, cuties.
turn the volume back up a bit. Right.
Right. Anevia has concerns. What do you mean by concerns? It's about the well-being of one of your companions. Which one? Tell me. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such things. Though it's against regulations, we let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble. And that's usually the case. I see.
Want to take a guess at who's causing trouble?
Lon? But recently, my people have noticed Social among them. And Social!
Yeah.
And the gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on them. As you know, I usually keep my nose out of other people's private affairs. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is. This time it's about someone you trust with your life, so maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report. It's a tip-off from a friend. Thank you for the information, Inevia. You're welcome. For goodness sake. Oh, so
Yes! Here it is! You have a drink. The overwhelming fragrance of roses hits you as soon as you enter the headquarters. Roses occupy every inch of available space, fresh and sweet-smelling, as if they'd just come into bloom. The scene is capped off by Deering, who stands in the center of the rosarium, with a single red rose in his hand and an expression of utter innocence on his face. Ah, Ichika, it's so good that you dropped by. As you can see, I've been working on a little something, and I'm afraid some of your advisors are less than happy about it.
I see.
Sure, if by a little something you mean an entire shipment of freshly cut roses teleported here from some southern country. Irabeth shifts from foot to foot, glaring at the flowers, pressing it from all sides. You could have outfitted an entire unit with the money you just spent on this.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they were my own personal funds, so I spent them as I saw fit. This gloomy citadel needed an injection of beauty. Kieran brings the crimson rose to his face and inhales its scent, his eyes never leaving yours.
Ichika is smirking at this. This is quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
And adorable.
That's none of my business, of course, but I've known you long enough, Kieran Arende. This whole thing looks like another scandalous stunt concocted to rile up the Crusaders. If you want to pay court to the commander, don't do it in our headquarters.
Oh, well, I for one have no problem being courted in our headquarters.
A tragic misunderstanding has occurred. Duran pauses while continuing to cast delighted glances at you over his rose. The thing is, I had no intention whatsoever of courting the commander
Yes, I figured.
in the romantic sense of the word. It never even crossed my mind.
Uh-huh.
I do not know what led you to such a farcical conclusion. Kieran holds the rose with utmost delicacy, waving it gently from side to side. According to recent research conducted by Absalom scholars, the scent of roses reduces the stress and fatigue, refreshes one's thoughts, and stimulates intellectual activity. So I only had the good of the crusade in mind when I placed these flowers here. My actions were entirely selfless and sincere.
Uh, ouch. Ah,
May I make a suggestion?
yes.
2.
Okay. Hold on. Let me read. Uh, unwashed vegetable. Oh. Yeah, sure. I can't wait to learn more about the unique properties of roses.
I shall be happy to share my knowledge someday under more amenable circumstances. He bows.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe my work here is done. Until next time, Ichika.
What a dingus.
Right?
No, this isn't courting. I promise.
Yeah, no, I'm totally not courting you.
It's just my gesture of appreciation.
Yes.
Look.
He wouldn't appreciate if you, like, spoiled his ruse. It's like, yeah, Irobeth knows that he's courting you. Everyone watching knows that he's courting you. But he will not admit it. They are being ridiculous.
Yes.
As he bats his beautiful eyelashes at you over his rose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're excited about learning more about the properties of roses.
Yes, I am. IRL, though, I kind of dislike roses.
Yeah, they're mid.
It's not that, for me, it's not that they're mid, they're pretty. It's just that their scent literally gives me a headache.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
I'm weirdly sensitive with rose scents.
My mom was into, like, flower gardening, so I've seen a bunch of different flowers, and I think lilies are my favorite.
I'm okay with... I think I like jasmine the best.
Yep.
Gardenias are nice. Daisies are cute. Perhaps baby's breath will be my favorite on account of, like... I know they're usually added to bouquets as, like, an additional thing.
Yeah, they're like the parsley of flower arrangements.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad, because I do actually love them on their own. I do like them.
Yeah.
Maybe they could be arranged with other things.
A visitor from the past. A small crevice opened up in the middle of Dresden. Then a tiny, sickly old man climbed out, coughing heavily.
Jesus Christ.
He introduced himself as the spirit of the Sartorian land and thanked the Crusaders for their struggle.
What?
He wished to help the crusade and is offering the commander a choice. He can either open up the metal deposits that sleep beneath the earth, not far from the fortress, or grow lush forests on top of them, where wild game will make its home. So, you can increase income by 3 for 30 days, 5 for 30 days. All units can gain the robust feat.
What does robust do?
Plus 2% bonus to maximum HP.
Oh.
Or convince the spirit to help with everything he can. It's evil.
Oh.
Adds 100 material points, and all units gain the healthy feat, which is not quite as powerful but similar.
That's not my favorite thing to do.
I think there's an obvious choice, but it's up to you.
Is it the material points?
No.
Okay, the forest.
Yeah. Because the robust feat will be added to all units perpetually.
Oh! In perpetuity?
I believe so.
Nice. Yeah, that one then.
Upon hearing the commander's choice, the tiny old man smiled and melted into the earth. Soon, I hate when they do that. Soon after, scouts reported that several groves appeared just outside Dresden. The resulting fresh air gave the soldiers strength.
That's good.
Yeah.
Gotta keep our people healthy.
Yeah. Just a random Sartorian spirit woke up and went, you know what? I'll help.
Ichiko looks at Ulrich. Does anything to do with you?
Well, not to do with me, but definitely one of ours.
Oh. Want to say hi? He walks over and says,
I say,
hello.
Like, we don't all know each other. We're not Canada.
Canada exists in Glorian?
No. The joke is that all Canadians know each other.
Oh.
In America, if you mention you're from Canada, like, this used to be a thing in the 90s, really. If you mention you're from Canada, they'll be like, oh, do you know Jeff from Toronto?
No. That's
Oh,
such a weird
do you
thing
mean?
to ask.
Do you mean City Jeff or Mountain Jeff? Like, yeah. An army of thieves wish to join the crusade. Among the crusaders, they can let go of the dishonorable habits and become true heroes. Right, this is the result of your other choice.
Sweet. Yay! Thanks,
Yay.
Ursula.
Alright. Skilled craftsman has arrived to work on your relic.
Religious feast. Thanks to a generous donation, the clerics will organize a religious celebration of Dresden that will raise the morale of the Crusaders.
Yeah, this was our Social's idea from the diplomatic meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do the queer, I suppose?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice them moving. Now they might be here to wipe out somebody.
Ooh.
I don't know which army they're attacking. I legitimately didn't notice. Yeah.
This isn't bad.
It's not good. Like, the 70 mounted knights are gonna do a little better, but they're still pretty bad. Especially without a general.
Yep.
Yeah. So Rangers, the advantage of them over the other ranged units is that they can also fight in melee.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're decent at it.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
Shit.
Yep. That's why I went after the cultists.
Do you wanna reload?
Nah. Not a huge loss.
I like that, probably Dalgona coffee has gone out of, what's the word? Trend
Mm-hmm.
past 2020, and I'm only just now getting into it.
Yep.
It's very me.
That is a very you thing to do. You're right, Bestie. Alright, we lost a battle.
Damn.
Eh.
Bestie, should have done better.
Yeah, I didn't notice. That was, stupid of me.
Oh. It was only a silly mistake.
Oh, were they hidden? Did they look kind of transparent to you?
What?
You
Where?
see them right between the two?
Yeah?
Yeah, they might have been hidden, so I couldn't have seen them.
Wow.
Fuck. Alright.
Gotcha. Meow. What a baby. My baby. She's so baby.
Yeah.
Once again, sometimes my brain's like, your cat hates you. So many plenty of evidences. Words happen. Look, so many evidences of which she doesn't hate me or is scared of me. Hmm.
Alright, well, these guys will be quick work.
Yeah. Can't fucking believe that whipping coffee is a thing. Did you know whipping honey is also a thing, bestie?
Yeah, whipped honey, yeah.
Didn't know that.
Never had it, but
It
I've heard of
looked
it.
interesting. Yeah.
It makes sense. Like, you could probably whip anything with sugar.
Yeah, right? Thanks, sugar.
Anytime, doll.
I'm your doll.
Yeah. Can I play dress up?
As long as I get a choice in what the dresses are, sure.
Deal.
Sweet. Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, I told you that was going to be effortless. Yeah. I mean, sneaking up on us it would be easier in a smaller army.
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed with that. That never happened to me before.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It happens.
It does. I'm not too fussed about it.
God. Seeing portraits really just makes me think about
Romance?
Disco Elysium again.
Oh, Disco Elysium, right.
Portraits specifically.
Right.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen a game that uses even portraits as a medium to convey the personality or how your character, Harry Dubois, perceives these people.
Yep.
Gosh.
It's outstanding. Alright, so we're gonna leave even this battalion there in case somebody tries that again.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. I've got the wins.
You sure do, bestie.
Mm-hmm.
Take
I
Silver
blame my
Shear.
parents.
Alright, so what are we gonna do with Silver Shear? I mean, ultimately this should be your choice, but since it's a character building thing, like this is gonna be Social's next weapon, I'd like to at least give my recommendation.
Yes. Do it. Why wouldn't we do it?
Yeah. Well, I want you to have as many choices as you can.
Yeah, I know. Soul Shear.
When the wielder of this +3 adamantine glaive kills the target with it, it summons a demon until the end of the fight. Only one demon can be summoned per fight. If the demon was already summoned, every subsequent kill heals 1d8 plus 5 HP and gives a stacking +1 bonus on attack rolls.
Damn.
Jesus. Depending on the HD of the killed enemy, the summoned demon could be a Babao, Merilith, or Baelor.
Wow.
Okay, so I might go with that.
Yeah?
I mean, Toshio might not like the idea of it being evil, but he can get used to it.
You can get wrecked. Some things are necessary. Like Holren.
Yeah. Okay, so this is just bringing Soul Shear back up to what it was when Staunton had it.
That's neat.
There's a +3 bonus to saving throws and CMD, in addition to being a +3 glaive, which is good if I was doing a trip build.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would actually be really nice. An untyped CMD bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So cleanse it to get more channel energy. Nah, leave it as it is. That's so strong.
Makan apa? I dah makan rojak pagi tadi.
Irabith wants to talk.
Yes. Tak. Tidur. Tak, I makan cuma...
So, what does Irabeth want? Are you there, Bob?
I am now.
Okay, cool. Didn't mean to rush you.
Yeah, it's okay. I was still here, just had to shout my mom a bit.
Commander, I have alarming news. Sir CR seems to be ill. He has
Sir
stepped
CR?
back. He's the guy that showed up with, like, some crusaders and brought this young guy along who was going to go fight the demons himself with a rusted sword.
Oh, yes.
He has stepped back almost completely from commanding his people. His ever-bright crusaders are a large and experienced force. Our strategy relies heavily on them. Please, talk to him. It might be time for Sir CR to step down and hand over leadership to a younger, more energetic knight. He is not a young man anymore. It must be a struggle to keep up with his responsibilities.
Old age. What do you know about Sir CR's troubles?
Just rumors, Commander. They say it's like his mind is somewhere else all of the time. He is anxious, but won't say what happened. The CR is respected. When people see him acting strangely, it breeds uncertainty in the ranks.
Is it dementia? I will talk to CR.
Thank you, Commander. This is a necessary step in maintaining our fighting ability. Yeah. Let's quickly check again to see what events we've got. And once we're full up on them, we'll begin an actual mission.
Sweet.
Hope you're not too bored by all the not adventuring.
No, I'm good. I'm just distracted because I'm whipping my coffee.
Which is fine.
Which is another activity I'm doing while you're doing the menus.
Totally. When a coffee comes along, you must whip it.
I gotta make sure to give my brain some breaks, you know?
Alright, we formed a military council.
Nice.
So, let's X out of here and we should have a meeting.
I kind of hate that though, that you have to constantly come back and forth in it.
Yeah, it's a
I think
little...
that's so bad.
It's a little wonky.
when I was playing, I believe when I was playing Romance of Three Kingdoms, everything that I needed to know about, I will know about in the council menu.
Hmm.
That's the only menu I need to go to know about the things that I've done or need to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the menu does all of that. It's just that a lot of the events require the menu to go away.
Hmm.
Like, they could just run the game again over the menu, but that's a massive waste.
Yeah, I suppose. Can't believe I'm fucking whipping my coffee in 2024. Oh man, people were big mad about this
Yeah?
new hairstyle release that was largely targeted towards like black women, black men
Right, of course they
in The
were.
Sims.
Of course they were.
Like why? In the year of our Lord 2024? Really?
I mean,
Aren't you
they're,
guys
they're the
bored?
same people that, like, tried to replace Social and Seela's character portraits with white people.
Oh
They're
yeah.
pathetic.
Those
Fenrir the
were
Night
things.
Wolf, welcome to the stream. Hey, quick question. Have you ever heard of Dead Island Retro Revenge? And if so, what are your opinions on it? I've literally never heard of it. I'm sorry.
No idea. We
I wasn't really a fan of Dead Island in the first place.
yeah. Velk. Ooh. What's a Velk? I mean a Kellet, sorry. What's a Kellet? Have we met a Kellet before,
Uh,
Bessie?
Let's say Rika. Do I?
Who's Rika?
I don't know. I feel like it's someone. I'm sorry, I don't
Hmm.
remember you.
Hmm.
But welcome again. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't get the first message, so clearly it's someone who's been here before.
Hmm. But yeah, Bestie, what's a Kellet?
Helid is the culture of people that lived in Sarkoris.
Oh.
Changed your name a bunch of
Have
times.
you
Fair
met them
enough.
before?
Yeah. What's his ass? Griffin Man.
Ah. That's a Kellet?
He's Kelid.
I see.
There are lots of other Kelids. Like, they're different tribes. Now you go by
Oh,
Fenrir as
it's
your
a
namesake.
tribe thing, but not like but not like a different species or anything.
No, they're different tribes. They're humans.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, totally. Okay, well, I'll just call you Fenrir then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a Kelid in well-worn travel robe with a deep hood offers you a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an audience with a figure of such importance is a great honor.
Uh-huh.
Your victories have impressed and inspired me, which is why I wish to do my part in the Crusaders' struggle.
Mm-hmm. Who are you?
The visitor's quiet words sound like the rustling of pages, dry and impersonal. My name is Velg, and I am a Kelid. My lineage dates back to the Sarkorian clans, and bonds of kinship have always been sacred to my family.
Mm-hmm.
When the world wound opened, my ancestors fled Sarkoris, but they did not forget their homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Even before the Crusades began, my great-great-grandfather marched in defense of our people. He perished,
I see.
as they all did. My great-grandfather and his eldest sons joined the First Crusade. My grandfather joined the Second. Our family of warriors has fought in every crusade, and that is why our bloodline is now extinct. They say this crusade will be the last, and so I have come. Alone, for there is no one else. Alas, I am
Oh,
no warrior, but I wish to be of use to you.
that's honorable of him. If a little stupid.
Also, he talks like a robot.
Yeah. But also, I suppose if his ancestors have always helped and or aided in the whole war crusades thing, if he didn't at least offer help,
Yeah. So maybe he's
he
not
would
excited
be
about the prospect.
a little shamed about it. Um, how do you plan to help me?
His words, devoid of color and emotion, run together to form a monotonous, endless stream. For 23 years, I have been gathering documents on Sarkoris. They contain numerous mentions of the history of Blackwater clan. The clan was set by demons, as its members had dedicated themselves to creating a powerful weapon against the Whirlwind. The clan needed more time, but no support came from their neighbors, so the Blackwaters were destroyed. But the fate of the clan is not important right now. What is important is that, thanks to certain ancient maps, I have been able to pinpoint the location of their settlement. If you go there, you'll be able to verify my findings. And if you happen to find a weapon that will help you fight the demons, it will bring me satisfaction and pride. My life will have purpose.
I see. Does your life not have purpose now as it is, sir? You're concerning me. What kind of weapon was the clan making?
My thoughts on the matter are pure speculation. Perhaps it is a blade that could cut down even a demon lord, or an artifact that could call upon the endless host of spirits, or a circlet that could reverse the flow of time, erase the planar invaders from reality.
That would be nice.
The Blackwater clan operated in secrecy to protect the work from spies. Unfortunately, an ever-present concern, and to avoid drawing the demon's attention before the time was right.
Okay. Well. You have an odd way of speaking. Are you...
His pale, expressionless face twists into a poor approximation of an apologetic smile. I am a scholar. I know how to speak through manuscripts, and prefer to express my thoughts using my quill instead of my tongue. Social interaction is not my area of expertise, so I ask for your understanding when it comes to my rather rudimentary communication skills.
No, that's fine. It's just, I wanted to make sure that you weren't some weird android.
No, just autistic. Actually autistic, and not just coded because it's an android. Unless...
Unless... That would be real funny. That'd be I don't know what it's called, but it's some sort of chicanery. That's what it would be.
A twist?
Sure. Not the word I was thinking of, but sure. It's a chicanery is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I'll put this information to good use.
He bows deeply. It pleases me to be of use to you.
You're concerning, my guy.
He's really off-putting, isn't he?
It's less concerning and more like... Sorry, less off-putting and more like... Excuse me, what are you doing in my room?
And more like...
And more like, what if Arilu Vorlesh created him just to mess with me?
Yeah,
now I'm trying to sound like Harlan.
No, but now you're getting to see why Holren ended up that way.
Yeah.
They're always doing this shit.
Yeah. Damn. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lauren. Maybe I was too harsh on you, my guy.
I mean, he still was a piece
Not
of
really.
shit.
Yeah.
What he did during the original, like, Inquisition, like what he did to Ember and everyone else, unforgivable.
Yeah. Thought as
Alright.
much.
The air is filled with a spicy, heady fragrance, and steam gently rises out of the bathtub. Tyrion is perched at the lip of the tub, holding on with both hands for balance while lazily swinging one leg. His face is a picture of innocence. Ah, my dear Commander, you're just in time. I took the liberty of looking after your well-being and having prepared everything you need for a relaxing bath. Bathing is a pleasure. It's most therapeutic indeed, and is essential for healing rest and sound sleep. Why?
This guy.
Right?
This fucking guy.
Innocent. I mean nothing by it, providing you of this rose-filled bath.
Uh-huh. Well, what's that sweet smell?
Herbs from mountain meadows. I know many professionals prefer to add scented oils, rose petals, or foam to hot baths, but I chose herbs. They are simply superior in every respect, and they inspire thoughts of freedom. He's doing aromatherapy.
Yep. Yep. What a nerd.
I knew you'd like him.
What an absolute nerd.
Like, he's an asshole and he's charming. That's all really needed.
Yep. I'm real easy, it turns out.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Wow. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Wow. You suck.
Just get got. Maybe if you ask
God
nicely.
damn it.
Anyway, which of these are you choosing?
Um. Um. Oh wow. Fuck it. Oh, god damn it. Thank you for this. It's very thoughtful.
Oh, you believe that I'm being thoughtful, do you? What if
Yes.
I'm merely dropping a very heavy hint that you desperately need a wash? Last I checked, we were living in a vile and cruel world where warmness and sincerity cannot be expected from any quarter. And yet, here you are, making such rash assumptions about my motivations.
Yes.
Anyway, he rises to his feet. It's time for me to go. I shall leave you alone with the vessel of bliss. A rather dreadful turn of phrase, I admit. But what else am I to call a hot bath in the middle of this grim stone fortress?
Sorry.
That's alright.
Tasting my coffee.
Yep.
At the same time, also just very annoyed with this character.
Why? What's so annoying?
I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. I don't like it. You can't stay if you like.
I could. Kieran lowers his eyelashes and takes a pause. But I won't.
Tease.
Get
She
God!
goes away.
Have a nice soak. You deserve it. With a slight bow, Kieran leaves.
Yeah, but he needs to know my intentions. Time passes.
Yep. Kieran is in high spirits. He's practically vibrating with energy, and the smile he flashes across his face now and again. So, Ichiga, how goes your commandering? Is our crusade more heroic today than it was yesterday?
Um, um, sure. What's made you so happy?
To resin! And the amazing, unparalleled opportunity it has opened up for me. The opportunity to take a bath. Military camps and journeys through the abyss have their charm. I'll give them that. But the price I must pay for it is high. It's so high that returning to this stone labyrinth masquerading as a city seems the sweetest gift.
Hmm. So, what brings you to me?
Historically, these were more spread out in my playthroughs. This and the last one.
Really?
Yeah, like they weren't back to back.
Wonder why they were so back to back then.
Dunno. Maybe it's just random how many days and it landed on 0. Oh, it's a trifling thing. I wish to make a donation to the Crusade cause. It seemed a smart decision for me, because what's good for the Crusade is now tightly intertwined with what's good for yours truly.
Yes, so.
I did have to give the revenue from my estates a good shake-up, sent a few couriers scurrying about, and commissioned several orders with master craftsmen, but it seems to have worked out rather well. Please, take them. You've got a Ring of Procrastinator, Wand of Cure Critical Wounds, and 2 Scrolls of Resurrection.
He likes me. Bro, he likes me.
He's flirting with you through magic items.
Yes. Wow, he is courting me. Oh, Ichiga.
Yeah.
Wow. Nerd. Thank you. This will come in handy.
Excellent. I was happy to contribute. Good day to you, Commander.
Goodbye.
By the way,
Ichiga's laughing.
Take a closer look at my gifts. You may find something special in there.
Oh? Jesus Christ. He's busy.
Yes, now it's a military council. A tall...
Holy Batman, what are you wearing?
Yeah, I know. I wish we could get that for our own people. The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander. Commander, it is an honor to call this meeting of the Military Council to order. I am Captain Odin, and I have been serving under your command since the assault on the Grey Garrison. I will do my best to be as much use to you as possible in this role. Unsurprisingly, a part of this. The foundation of the military is cold calculation and discipline. These are the principles I will seek to impart to the Crusaders. If we are to win this war, we must forget about mercy. For our enemies, for our troops, and for ourselves.
Uh-huh. Well, Commander, your sister Zeta is no renowned general, but she spent half her life tussling with evil. Looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Iomede's faithful here. I hope my advice will be proven useful. Whatever. Cute.
Why? Why in the wall,
right
Grey
there.
Boar?
He's hiding. He told you. There are many corners for him.
Yeah, he's hiding. The enemy is us, beat on both numbers and strength. Nothing unusual in my line of work. To win will be cunning and news, and I have few tips on that score. Demons aren't the first invaders to come to the lands of Sarkoris. I know this country, and I know how people used to fight here in the old days. Listen to me, War Chief, and I'll tell you how to turn the land into an ally itself.
Mhm.
The first issue on the Military Council's agenda is reorganizing the troops. Our infantry has been bled dry. The forces Her Majesty granted us were enough to take Dresden, but we need the troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army was assembled in great haste after the assault on Canavras. It was never adequately equipped. Unfortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that the powerful Baloth Karamzada is already preparing a retaliatory strike on Dresden. But we can rely on freshly conscripted Mendevian soldiers. They may not have skill, but our strength as always lies in the number and fervor of volunteers joining the crusade.
I see. So desperate idiots. Got it.
Just, barely trained.
Ichigo's head starts to hurt. We can't throw everyone into the meat grinder. We'll just get our youths killed for nothing. We need to select the best among the recruits, or even better, hold a contest. The bravest and the most capable will join the Crusaders. I don't think that's a good idea, Sila.
The death count is always highest in the infantry. Its purpose is to serve as a shield. It would be wise to invest our resources in hiring and training heavy footmen with shields to ensure maximum protection, even if it limits the mobility and makes them less threatening to the enemy. Greybar frowns. Given that I'm not a soldier, it's difficult for me to advise you on military matters, but have you considered rearming your soldiers? Charging a giant monster with all you have is a sword and a shield is suicide. Get them spears at least. That'll improve their chances somewhat. Never enough folk. Same as war and peacetime. We're dealt with that problem by finding helpers among the animals. Why can't we do the same now? Strengthen the infantry with war dogs. One soldier with a dog at his side is more like 1.5 fighters, maybe even 2.
That's a fairly great idea, actually.
Yes, it is.
I like
All
that
right.
idea, Ulbrich.
So, want to look at choice effects, or do you want to ask some questions?
Who is this Baylor Koramzadeh?
The most trusted servant of the demon lord Discari. Among the historians of Mendevian Crusades, he is known as the strategist of the World Wound. He's not as renowned as Venago, the conqueror of Dresden, or Hepsamira, daughter of Baphomet, but he's claimed the most major victories over the forces of Mendev. He's a general, and quite possibly one of the best tacticians in the entire Abyss.
I see.
I've been studying his style of warfare for years. He seems like an ordinary demon, another typical war master, but that is a fallacy. Like a beast following a scent, he senses weakness in his enemy's defense and strikes at them, sending soldiers to bring targeted carnage. His uncanny charisma attracts more and more soldiers to him, and he's never short on troops and sacrifices them like pawns whenever he pleases in order to achieve his victories. That's a tough enemy to beat.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Karamzada is the face of the demon host. For many years, I've been gathering research on him, preparing for the day our armies would clash with his once more. I hope my counsel will help you defeat him, but so far, Karamzada is has known no defeats.
I see. Want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Zila, you really need only the bravest and most capable in our infantry? I mean, we can't send untrained rookies to a slaughter. We have a right to command only those who are ready for battle. Those who can defeat the enemy. You must find out who has the skill and the guts. Contests are perfect for that, and a little excitement for our warriors couldn't hurt either. We won't get that many winners, but their strength will come from their prowess, not their numbers. But we do need numbers, Zila.
Yes. Your proposal would leave us with an infantry full of selfish risk-takers dreaming of glory and valor. That is bad material for a soldier.
Really, really.
The infantry's role is to be a shield for the archers and mages. All they're required to do is follow orders and hold the line unto victory or death. Ambitious loners cherry-picked through contests of skill are not fit to perform the duty.
I don't disagree with him.
Regil knows what he's talking about. He might be dispassionate, but he's rational.
Grey Boar, what was that about spears? That's also a good idea.
Yep. Like I said, I'm not a professional soldier, and matters of recruitment aren't my strong suit. But what I can see plain as day is that your footmen are poorly equipped. Swords can pierce hides, but they don't cut deep. And shields. What's a shield against a blow from a large demon? I've hunted some big creatures, and there's one main rule at a hunt like this. If you're after big game, bring long, sharp stick. A spear, unlike swords and axes, lets you keep your distance from the enemy. It's much lighter, it can reach vital organs, not just inflict light wounds. I reckon an infantry formation bristling with spears would be a trickier prey for the demons. If I'm not mistaken, spearman is the worst infantry.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just too medium, like too balanced. You can't really build a strategy around them.
That sucks.
I know.
Because, like, spearmen are excellent, actually.
They are.
What?
Like, I'm a big fan of, in medieval warfare, whenever I play, like, a RTS or something with, like, Renaissance or earlier weapons, I always end up finding my way to hoplites. Because phalanx are super good.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed by their lackluster appreciation for spears.
Like, they've got their advantages and disadvantages, but they're pretty mild both ways. And that's sort of the issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right. Ulbrich, how will war dogs help our infantry?
I've never seen that unit. That's new.
Yeah.
A loyal hound is more than a set of sharp fangs. It's an extra pair of eyes, a keen nose, and another head, in a way. It's all soldier, but it's extra fighting power. Because we can't get any more human warriors from anywhere, we should swell the ranks with four-legged fighters.
Yeah? I like that idea, but I also like Regel's idea of having shield bearers.
Whichever one you go with, I will work a strategy around it.
I think I want to see Ulbrich's war dogs. It would be interesting.
Yeah. Do you want Regil to explain shield bearers, or is that too obvious?
Please do. It's a little obvious, but you know.
You like Regil. I get it. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
The infantry is a meat shield, intended to catch the blade of the opposing army in its flesh. The shield must be reliable. That is all that is required of it. That is why I would like to see well-armored shield bearers as our foot soldiers. We must have the option of putting ranks of footmen against tide of rampaging demons, knowing with certainty that they will not scatter or die until they have completed their task. Those shield bearers of yours are clumsy as a sea turtle on land. I don't trust such inflexible tactics, especially against nimble foes like demons.
Mm.
I would still trust it.
Yeah. Right. Everything's clear to me now. Or break.
You want to at least see the choice effects?
Yes, please do.
So, if we go with Sela, we'll unlock the Shock Troop champions.
Ooh.
They probably have the highest, they definitely have the highest attack and damage. And they have a lot of HP, but their AC is pathetic. They're really easy to hurt, and their movement isn't fantastic either. Yeah, they are really strong, and you don't need a huge stack of them to do damage, but they die quickly. The shield bearers, we already worked with shield bearers. Like, you watched 15 of them tank gargoyles.
Yeah.
You know what they can do.
They're pretty good.
Spearmen. They have more hit points. They have, less attack and damage, but still better than a regular footman. And their AC is fine. Regular footmen are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very low attack and damage, but otherwise, whatever.
Why can't we do these all in turn?
We have to decide what our priority is and invest in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also video game.
Look.
But recruits, we get conscripts. Conscripts have plenty of health, good AC, but they're the weakest upgraded unit. The advantage of conscripts, generally considered the best choice, is that you can get a fuck ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
And numbers matter.
Mm-hmm.
Houndmasters. 45 hit points, so the same as a spearman, but with better AC, less attack, and less damage.
Less attack than spearmen?
Yeah. They actually don't look good.
Let me just Google.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know this.
I don't know which ones are... I don't know if the Houndmaster is considered to be good. Because you would never guess by looking at it that spearmen kind of suck.
Yeah. Houndmaster... Pathfinder... Footmen become Houndmasters. They can summon dogs to help fight equal to the number of Houndmasters.
Oh, they summon. Okay, that's different.
Yeah. They summon dogs to help fight equal to the number of Houndmasters, so...
Okay.
I suppose if 40 Houndmaster, then 40 dogs as well.
Yeah, that's different. That's a new... Okay.
Okay, here. The full list for it. Infantry turns to Houndmasters. Range turns to Axe Hunters. Cavalry turns to Wolf Riders. Tactic, all trainable infantry and archer units gain the Cunning Tactics ability. On the first round of combat, all ranged and infantry units gain a +4 bonus to initiative and +2 bonus to attacks. Spellcasters, druids. Tactic 2. All infantry units gain the Contain the Enemy ability. The unit's next melee attack will reduce the target's speed to 0 for 1 round. During that round, the target will suffer a -2 penalty to AC and won't be able to use any abilities. But that little thing is covered with a in brackets question mark. I guess the person who posted that is not quite sure. Champions are uh are like some kind of shifters.
Yeah. Here's the thing: you don't have to. You don't get locked in.
Mhm.
If you decide to take Hound Masters now, you could take Hedge Knights later,
Good, 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 good.
or Marksmen, or Archers. Like, yeah. So do you want to do dogs?
The summoned hounds, according to this Steam guide, has infinite tanking potential as long as the hound masters don't die because they don't count against your infirmary space.
I figured. That sounds
Ah,
busted. I think we should take it.
yeah.
Training a dog for war is no easy task, but we had a few tricks in Sarkoris. Druids today ain't a patch on the old ones, of course, but they can talk to beasts. That's what we need. I'll train 5 dogs, and they'll quickly supply our army with 4-legged reinforcements. Captain Odan salutes you formally. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished, the ranks of our infantry are replenished, I'll assemble the military council to discuss new decisions.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Nice.
Before we
Wow,
call...
finally done.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They do a good job of capturing how frustrating bureaucracy and decision-making can be.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna do one
Fucking
battle,
urine.
right? With the Hound
I
Masters, and then we'll
can't
call
believe
the
I
night.
got a taste of my own medicine.
It was very funny to me. I had a good
I
time.
can't fucking believe it.
I found that entertaining.
Raising hounds.
Oh,
There's
right.
a decree. Didn't we? Wasn't there a bit where we need to build things
No, there's
for
no
the
decree.
city?
Oh,
Is that the middle bit?
raising heroes.
Oh, it's going.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we can build stuff in the
Oh.
city. We probably have more resources, so let's give it a try.
Yeah. God, Regil, how are you so short and yet so commanding? You weirdo.
Yep, carries himself like he's 3 times as tall.
Scary guy. Sit down.
We probably don't need a citadel because, ideally,
No.
they will never be able to storm us.
Engineers, hospital.
Hospital is good.
Anything else? Shelter, teleportation circle. That's what
Yeah.
you were saying.
Right, we don't need a shelter here. Shelters for other places.
Okay. Gotcha.
Training grounds.
Training grounds.
10% bonus to damage for all trainable units in adjoining buildings.
Ooh.
Alright. All existing units, we've got the main barracks, main archery range. They're both next to the arsenal and the smithy. Not how I would have laid it out, but it
I
takes
guess we can't
resources.
move it.
We can break them down, but it takes resources and time.
Yeah. I figure. Is there anything else?
Oh no, I guess we can sell it for resources. But whatever.
Not now.
Last thing
Probably.
is a watchtower, which we don't need right now.
Okay.
Definitely the training grounds. I think
yeah.
I would connect it to the main barracks and put it here. And then we can put
the archery next to it.
Well, no,
Adjacent to it.
No, I can't think of the word right now. Cavalry training here, and it'll benefit from both the arsenal and the training grounds.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's the arsenal. And training grounds. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll need to wait for more
Don't
money.
need anything else.
But we can also place a hospital.
Probably not.
It's just a better...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There, let's go. Now we have no money.
Nope. Not until next week. I mean, we can actually spend gold. We can turn gold into build points.
I can't fucking believe that as soon as Dresden seemed safe, everyone was like, haha. Time to... I'm not comfortable with how close the other army, that demon army, is to that side. To the left of our map.
They can't get Dresden from there.
Is that
whatever-
not a path
No,
past
a path goes
Keeper
behind
Canyon?
it, but they can't actually assault it from behind. They have to approach
No,
it from the
bestie.
front.
Keeper Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Then to the left of the dotted map there.
Oh,
Is
there?
that not a path that they can cross?
I mean, here?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but they have to get through Keeper Canyon.
Yeah. They're quite close.
Yes.
So you don't want to deal with them.
No, I don't think they're actually going to move up on us yet.
Okay. If you say so.
I do.
I choose to believe you this one time. I'm very generous.
Incredibly generous. I
Mhm.
will have to deal with them soon, though. I'm hoping to put together a second major army under a general.
Mhm. Ooh, Campion. Or Babaos.
Baba, yeah.
Never mind. They look like Campion.
Dog time.
Oh, puppy! Oh, that's a lot of dogs. Is that spear dudes?
No, that's
Oh,
champion.
that's champion.
Yeah, that's shock troop. We need to spread out because these guys will do a big stinky cloud.
Gross.
And it sucks ass.
That's what I thought. Sticky grass. Tinky winky.
Very smelly.
Hala, go block. Good job, doggos.
Wow, you suck.
Terrible idea.
Like, you didn't even cause me losses. You've got your asses handed to you by Hell Knights.
No. They're very bad.
What a loser.
You don't need rations or camp supplies to rest? Oh,
No, that was in the first game and it wasn't very popular.
I see.
Instead, you just have, like, basic rations or food, and you can cook instead and get bonuses.
That's cool.
Let's get this fucker. And that'll be the end
Demon army.
of the stream.
Can't believe you would end the stream like this. Can't believe you.
I don't know what's so hard to believe.
God. They're huge boys.
Yeah. Are any of them rock throwers? No, but they still might be able to.
Bane? Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Good job, archers.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh.
throw them at my clerics. I don't give a shit. I mean, if you're gonna make it that easy.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that's the real
Damn.
problem.
I suppose that makes sense. Heal?
Oh no,
Doesn't matter.
we're fine. Good night.
That was easy.
Yep. Yeah, so the reason we have things like champions and rangers is we can buy them as mercenaries. They cost a lot
Gotcha.
more, and we can't guarantee that they'll always be available, but you'll be able to pick up units you normally wouldn't have. But yeah.
So, like, mercenaries slash adventurers.
Yeah.
And once again, looking for a game where I get to run an adventurers guild.
I would love to find
If
that
anyone
too,
has
yeah.
any recommendations, please tell me. Please don't make me make my own game.
I kind of want to make a game with you one day, though.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I suppose that means I should learn Ren'Py, huh?
We could both learn Ren'Py.
Like, I know a little bit of RPG Maker. Like, I can do most of the basic stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, dark skies, bestie. I think I might be looking at a rain.
Holy shit.
That might be nice.
That would be nice.
Oh my god.
Like, a big storm might even break that humidity.
It's not even humid. Oh, it's back up to 72. That's pretty humid.
Yeah.
No, but if our usual is 80 plus, and we are down to 72, isn't that pretty dry?
It's still pretty humid, just not relatively.
Yeah. But our usual is 85 to 90.
Yes,
This is humid.
your usual is approaching but not quite rain.
Yes. Yes.
I can't believe people live there. Can you even call that living?
Yes.
Alright.
It's just you and your dramatic ass that can't deal with it, man.
Yeah, my dramatic,
Jeez.
sweaty ass.
Yeah.
But
You're just
yeah!
dramatic.
What do you think of tonight's stream?
So far, so excellent.
Right?
I love that Deeren is just a chaos gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't appreciate that I'm being served my own medicine. I'm not being affectionate or helpful. Or trying to flirt with you, actually.
Well, he's a lot less opaque than you are.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's basically doing obvious flirting and being like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. But I don't appreciate being served even a measure of my own
Yeah.
medicine. You know? It's called attacking me.
Yes.
It's called bullying.
Yes, as we know, any experience you have in life is bullying.
Yes.
What I just said to you
Correct.
was in fact bullying.
That's correct.
As is pointing that out. Anyway,
Mhm.
thanks for being here, everybody. Bob and I will be back on Thursday with more of this nonsense. Next time we
Mhm.
might actually fight things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
It would be. We've got some fucking problems to deal with, like the dragon and Matt's super demons.
Can't believe I'm called the interloper on your channel. So rude to me.
I think the real rudeness is you being an interloper.
You
It's
know
right
what's
there.
not rude? People who subscribe to
Your
your
support.
Patreon.
Patreon.com/GreatCanadianGuy. Put money in my wallet, please. I need to give it to other people so that I can keep being alive.
Mm-hmm. And also just keep doing it to be rude to me too.
Yes,
You
nothing
know.
would upset Bob more than supporting me financially. Because
Really.
if there's anything Bob stands for, it's my destitution.
Mm-hmm.
Bob
And
the
his
Nose.
continued misery.
Yeah, Bob the Nose is in no way entwined in my life.
Nope.
Certainly not in a long-term or meaningful one.
No. I wish nothing but the worst for him.
It's true. But I wish nothing
So
for
you
them
know.
but the best for my producers who contribute $5 or more a month to the Patreon. And they are fucking nice. They are Skiffio, Jalzir, Midnight Saber, Keegan, Bjornvar, Telific, Vivacia, Emerald Embers, Dark Savant, Poptado, Zombie Fighter 89 on Twitter, Jocko, The Rockbender, Sid the Squid, and Bossum El Bakil. Catch you all on Thursday.
Bye. Have you saved?
Yes.
Okay, good.